All right, so we are live. My name is Cody Dallas. I'm the assistant director for campus activities at the Office of Student Engagement. And thank you all for joining us for this virtual involvement fair. So kicking us off will be our Honor Student Association. So we'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves, and we'll kick it off from there. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, sorry.
Whoops. Okay. Sorry about that. We're the Honor Student Association. I'm Amelia. I'm one of our co-presidents this year.
I'm Sierra. I'm vice president.
Like I said, I'm co-president. Sierra's our vice president this year. The mission of Honors is to provide a platform for students to discover and pursue academic interests within a dynamic, intellectual, and socially vibrant community. What HSA does is provide students in the Honors Institute with activities and events throughout the year, both academic and extracurricular. Some of those activities include working with our honors advisors to stay on track for honors requirements like cornerstones. We have opportunities to meet and converse with professionals in various fields. Last semester, we were able to have some dinners with people in different industries. Obviously, that might look different this semester, but we're still going to try and have those opportunities for you. Peer mentoring, game nights and on-campus events, club trips if they're possible, and opportunities to participate in events with Jefferson's chapter of UNA USA. So why should you join HSA? If you're an honors student, joining HSA enhances your experience as such. Obviously, we want to create a community for honors students at Jefferson and help you make some new friends who are academic minded like you are. There's opportunities for peer mentoring as far as getting to know campus better if you're a new student. HSA provides you with opportunities to learn outside of the classroom, as well as volunteer opportunities and professional networking. Something we implemented last year, which is super cool, is the mentor-mentee program. This matches honors underclassmen with upperclassmen in your major or program. And mentors serve as familiar faces on campus who are always happy to answer questions or give advice to new or transfer students. Sierra, do you want to touch on anything you particularly liked as an HSA member?
So last year I went on the Washington, D.C. trip, which was called the Great Hostile Give Back. And that was a really fun way to get closer to the other people in honors and really help out a community in need. So I really enjoyed that. I also went on the Linvilla Orchard trip, and I participated in the mentor-mentee program and UNA USA, like you talked about.
So real quick, we're going to go over the cornerstones and like timelines for those, which you may have heard about if you're an honors student at orientation. But basically what the cornerstones are four cornerstones: question, act, contribute, and adapt. And these help give honors students a well-balanced extracurricular load of things to do. Question and act, you're not going to have to worry about until your junior or senior year, but as a freshman or a sophomore, you're going to want to focus on completing your contribute and adapt cornerstones. So contribute, you can complete this by volunteering on campus or for community service events. So anything like being an officer on a club board or the Great Hostile Give Back, like Sierra was talking about, those both count as contribute cornerstone activities. And we'll have more information about how you can sign up for those kind of events later on at different HSA meetings. Adapt is your global awareness cornerstone. So that would be study away if those opportunities are still available in the spring with coronavirus. Global Medical Brigades, which is another club that I'll be talking later on this fair. And language courses also sometimes count for adapt. So for your specific questions, you can talk to Karima Bushnafa or Marcella McCoy in the honors office to make sure you're hitting those courses that you need to complete these cornerstones. The recommended timeline, like I said, is to complete, contribute, and adapt by the time you're completed your freshman or sophomore year. And you'll write a cornerstone reflection, which is a 5-page reflection about what you learned, why you chose to do it, when you did it, and connecting those experiences to other experiences you have and are going to make through honors. So when you're ready to do that, the instructions in more detail are online on the Honors Institute page, and we'll also be talking about them at future HSA meetings. So make sure that at the end of this presentation, you fill out our form to provide us with your email so we can get you the information you need to do that. Last thing about Cornerstone trackers about Cornerstones is that we have a Cornerstone Tracker Google form, and this just really helps you keep yourself organized. It's not a necessity to complete it to finish your Cornerstone, but it definitely helps you know what you have left to do, what you have done, and we'll send that out in an email to HSA members again. So make sure to give us your contact info if you're interested. This will all be available. All the Cornerstone stuff is available on the Jefferson website under Cornerstone Information Downloadable Forms. So if you have any questions, you can comment them and Cody will read them for us. Again, we're really excited to have some new honor students this semester, and we'd love to get to know you. So we've got a QR code here that you can scan to fill out our interest form. And if that doesn't work, there's also a bit.ly URL there. So you can screenshot this if you need to look at it later. And that's all I have to say. If Sierra wants to add anything, you can.
So we have a question in the chat. What are like the GPA requirements, SAT requirements, or any other requirements to get into honors?
To get into honors, I'm not sure what the requirements are to get in, but to maintain your status, you need to maintain a 3.25 GPA, cumulative GPA. SAT scores should not really be something that there's a specific number you need, but there's an application to join honors on the Jefferson website, which you can fill out, I believe, at any time and submit that to the honors office.
All right, thank you all so much for all that information. Just a few questions if we don't get any more online. But how do you feel that you're able to manage your time with all your classes and everything else that you have going on while still maintaining and doing everything you need to do within this organization?
I think it's not easy to get all your work done quickly, and like some nights you're going to have a lot more than other nights, but with maintaining your position as an honors student, HSA and the Honors Institute as a whole are very good about knowing that you've got your normal class stuff going on, you have work to do. So events like volunteer service things, they're often on weekends so that you have enough time to get that done while also, keeping up with your workload.
Great, thank you. And just kind of a last question that I'll ask both of you. Why do you think it's important for students to get involved in anything on campus? Like, how does it help them on their personal goals, their personal skills, professional skills, anything along those lines?
I think it's important to pursue your interests and join clubs that you might not originally think that you're going to be interested in. That's a way that I've met many of my friends, and I have many different groups of friends with different interests, and it's just such a great way to meet new people and find new passions that you can pursue in the future.
I would agree with that. Like, you definitely meet people outside of your major that you wouldn't meet like in your classes and stuff, and that's really cool because they have different perspectives on stuff. So that's how I've met a lot of my friends too.
Are either of you involved in any other clubs and organizations?
I'm part of Her Campus Jefferson, which is a writing club.
I am a part of PA Society, because I'm a physician assistant major. And I've also tried some sports clubs such as volleyball club, and it's just fun to try out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you both so much. If you have any final words, you can say them now.
We hope to see you at HSA
Yeah.
this year. And have
All right,
a great
well,
rest of your day.
yeah, thank you so much. I hope you all enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.
You
Take
too.
care. All right. So next up, we have our National Organization of Minority Architect Students, NOMAS. They'll be joining us in a moment. All right, Felix, how's it going? Oh, you're muted.
Ah, there we go.
How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
All right. So the time is yours. You have the next 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Yeah, so go ahead.
All right. I think I'm the only one for today, but
Okay,
we'll be back again. So
sure.
go for there. Cute little presentation. All right. So this is NOMAS. NOMAS is the National Organization of Minority Architecture Students on campus. We are a national organization with several chapters throughout the United States and international as well. The Jefferson chapter is one of three chapters in Philly. We are a small but little mighty group. So NOMA thrives on when voluntary members contribute their time and resources, and has its mission to build a strong national organization, strong chapters, and strong members for the purpose of minimizing the effect of racism in our profession. So if you didn't know, in the architecture profession, it is usually generically a white male dominated field. So over the upcoming years, theirs has been like AIS, which is the American Institute of Architectural Students. But as architecture becomes more diverse, the community itself has found that NOMA has become a really important part of it itself, like having the representation and communication of that community within architecture has been a very important aspect of changing that stereotype of architecture being a white generic male field. When we talk about minority, we are talking about not what you would assume just Black architecture students. We're talking about every minority that was in architecture that is not a white male, cisgendered male. But our organization, we don't discriminate against who our members are. We are a very active chapter with our parent chapter, Philanoma. What we do, we're the voice of our community on the higher ed level. We become a support system and community on campus. We help the community on and off campus. We have the tough conversations that usually aren't talked about within our field, or the just topics that people usually like to hush over. And most importantly is that we grow, we learn, and we share our discoveries. A big part of what we do is the conversations and the community outreach. Beyond just architecture being a design-driven field, it's something that goes beyond just a design project. It's about the community. It's about designing for the people. So we like to have our members do different projects throughout the year, different semesters. Some of the past activities, we do a lot of citywide socials, meaning just we interact a lot with people in the field in actual working conditions, as well as students. So we get them to interact a lot. This will be the third year that we will be doing a discussion panel around diversity, inclusion, and equity. The first year we did the architectural degree and what that means in the minority part of architecture. Last year we did a discussion on gender and inclusion inside of architecture and how that affects everyone from new students, people discovering the field, and also longtime members of architecture and design. A project we did a year ago is the redesign of a Camden Learning Center, which we were given an offer to help redesign the reconstruction of a local house, a row home that was used as a learning center for high school students and elementary students. So they have a place to actually work and have resources for, and not just be on the street. We partake in several design competitions. We're currently in one that we do every year that NOMA runs. It's usually a really big project, so it's a lot of experience in working with people, working in groups beyond just like your year. We do a lot of collaboration with upperclassmen and making sure that everyone stays connected. Every year, NOMA does a architectural summer camp. This year was digital, but it was still a lot of fun. And it's a great way to give back to students and to get students interested in the design field. Citywide networking events, we do a lot, like I said, with NOMA and all the other NOMAS groups in Philly. We try to interact as much as possible. We try to support each other, so it's not just a campus-wide support system, it's also a citywide support system. The Your Degree and Me, we talk a lot about what to do with your architectural degree, what that means. Architectural degree, interior design, anything to do with design. We talk about like your future and make sure that you're ready to graduate, or at least help you graduate, and so much more. We're only as active as our members want to be, so you can feel free to screenshot this QR code or scan this QR code now. That's just a link to our GroupMe, so you can become part of the conversation, kind of just join us from there. It's not signing you up for a membership. You see what we talk about, what we like, and if you get along with our community. If not, well, maybe you can help us change it. But staying as active as possible, we get a lot of personal connections with our members. So anything that they are really interested in, social causes, stuff like that, we try to discuss and really become active in citywide as well. So if you're super into different issues, feel free to join us, talk to us. We're also on Instagram as well. And we stay connected constantly. If you want to know more about NOMA, we only have like a official like parent website called NOMA, not NOMAS. So you can scan this QR code as well to stay connected, learn more about us, see how much our membership is. We are a membership organization. Our fees or yearly dues are usually around $65. So it's pretty inexpensive for a college student, and it doesn't change much after graduation. So I really recommend either scanning that, joining our group chat, or just reaching out to me at any other time. I'm the current president of NOMAS. If you're interested in that, please contact us. We'll get you involved with as much as possible. And we look forward to growing our community here on campus.
All right, thank you so much, Felix.
Yeah.
Just a couple of quick questions. Just knowing you that you're involved in a lot of different things around campus.
Yeah.
So one is a question, how do you kind of manage your time successfully? And then a second part of that question, do you feel that there's a such thing as being too involved?
So I think involvement is like a spectrum of like your personal time and your personal care. So if you feel like you're being too involved, all that, like in my interpretation, means that you're not focusing a lot of time on yourself. or you have a lot of time to take care of it. Your time management might be really great in terms of you're taking care of yourself, you're handling all that you need to do, but it also might not be that good. It might be like a fake time management issues.
Mm.
The way that I time manage, I try to do as much as I can. I communicate as often. If I'm unable to do something, I'll let you know. But it's all about communication for me for time management, really,
Right.
between
Right.
others and myself.
Right. Right. Well, thank you so much again.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And all right. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and it was good to see you.
Yep. You'll probably see me again later, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
Yep.
Right. So next up, joining us is the fantastic and wonderful Heather Weaver.
Hey Cody, how's it going?
Hello. So me and Heather would just like to talk a little bit about what getting involved in general looks like, some different programs that we offer out of the Office of Student Engagement. And yeah.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the first year experience program. So some of you have probably already started to take advantage of those opportunities. So we actually have some really excellent upperclassmen FYE coordinators who will be planning different programs over the course of the next 2 semesters for all new students. So that's both first year students and new transfer students can participate in those programs. So some of the things that we already did 2 weekends ago, there were multiple community service events that happened, some DIY programs and some tours around East Falls. We know a lot of you didn't get a chance to take advantage of that during Welcome Week, so we're going to repeat that as many times as we can so that you can definitely get to know your fellow East Falls community members and stores and places to go, where the train station is, all that kind of stuff. So we'll be offering more of those. And then this past weekend, we offered a bunch of tickets to be able to go take advantage of different places in Philadelphia. So the Franklin Institute, Eastern State Penitentiary, the Mutter Museum, Magic Gardens. So these are things that you can look forward to with the program. If you are thinking of something that you want to do and you're not really seeing it happen on campus, you can reach out to us. Send an email to student engagement or FYE has their own email address as well. And just let us know, hey, I want to go somewhere, I want to do something. And FYE coordinators are always looking for suggestions and opportunities too. So the whole program is, specifically to get first year students and our new transfer students connected and engaged and doing different things around campus and our community. So it's a pretty cool program.
So a question on that. So what if I'm a student who's distance learning and I'm a first year? What are some things that I could do to still get that connection going?
Perfect. So we are going to offer some of our programs virtually as well. So I would just look for, when those designations happen so that you can definitely chime into the virtual programs. And I do know that some students did take advantage of those tickets this weekend. Not everybody obviously lives near campus, but if you do live nearby and want to participate in the off-campus programming, you're more than welcome to do that. You're also welcome to come back to campus. So I think that's a misconception that people have, is that if you're currently living off campus that you're not allowed to come to campus, and that's not true. As long as you're a full-time student with a student ID and you are in classes, you're allowed to come to campus and take advantage of programming, the library, Canberra Campus Center, the gym. You can do all of those things. So if you do end up having a free day or a free weekend and you want to come to campus, please, by all means, and we'll help you get connected as well. And I know a couple students have reached out over the last couple of weeks saying, hey, I'm not quite sure what to do, or I'm looking for certain things. You can always reach out to any of us in our office or our general, student engagement email. And we're happy to, have a longer conversation with you to help you get plugged into exactly what you want to do.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. So I guess we could talk a little bit about some leadership programs that we have going.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
So one that is kind of an all-encompassing one. I guess we could start with just the initial one, because what we built our leadership programs is around the social change model of leadership. And how to get that started with the initial steps is getting to know who you are as a leader. And what we start that as is our Emerging Leaders Program. And that will be starting at the beginning of January. So you have a little bit of time to do it, and we'll have plenty of information about what that program kind of entails, signups, applications, coming out soon. Just, get all that stuff in motion. But really that program is built around learning how to become a leader for yourself. Because every type of leadership is very different. You're gonna lead differently than someone who's next to you. And you really have to kind of have a lot of self-awareness on how to lead and awareness of others. So all that kind of stuff builds into it. And that's where we start. We build that bridge with the Emerging Leaders Program to kick off as well. And that also goes into our LEAD program. You wanna talk a little bit about LEAD?
Sure. So a couple years ago, we decided to take a LEAD program that was more workshop based, and we decided to take it off campus and make it a retreat. And that has been a phenomenal opportunity for about 30 to 40 students to participate in. We have a great place off campus to go that, provides us everything that we need, including lodging. Everybody gets their own room with their own bathroom. We have our own dining hall that caters to our, all the different types of food needs that we have, and really great space for us to do a lot of different workshops and opportunities. During the LEAD retreat, we focus on the next level of the social change model, which is, basically group leadership. So after you learn how to lead yourself, we start to go into how to lead others. And it's an excellent opportunity to work with, students that you might not otherwise have gotten to meet and really connect with them. And then throughout the course of the weekend, you separate into small groups and work on a project together. And that project is to, propose something that could be a change on campus. And it's been awesome. Cody can agree to see, what the LEAD cohorts come up with, and then have them, come back to campus and actually institute that change. So LEAD next semester, I think we have a date for that, right, Cody?
Yes, it'll be the weekend of March 26th.
Perfect. So you'll hear more about the application process, but that'll open up at the end of the semester and the beginning of the next semester as well. So we really like to see students who've already done the ELP program. It's not required, but it's kind of strongly urged that you're taking that first level step first before you participate then in the LEAD program.
Right. And what those kind of also build into is our LINK program. So that's kind of an all-encompassing program that you, it's a very independent, so it's things that you work on your own throughout your time at the university. So it has individual values, group values, community values, and also professional development and personal development. So you work through the different programs that you join, the different positions that you may hold on campus, off campus, all those things that you do throughout your time can get plugged into this program in order for you to earn it. So once you complete the programs, you are then able to get a distinction on your transcript that has a leadership distinction, and you also are able to get a letter of recommendation from our Dean of Students as well. So it's really kind of, again, this over-encompassing things that you can work to build on throughout your time, and it's something that you could look, especially in your first year, that you can look to start doing, just so you can have those outline of the different things that you should be looking to accomplish throughout your time here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what about, I know we have a couple leadership honor societies. Did you want to talk about them too?
Yeah, so one of our big ones is a National Society of Leadership and Success. So that is again, a national organization, and it's on over 750 different universities across the country. And I think it's past 1 million members already. And again, that program is really focused on leadership skill building rather than just an honors. You do get nominated and asked to join based on your GPA and things that you have done in the past, but it's really about those who want to work on their leadership skills and kind of build upon those. And so you all first years may not have gotten an invitation to that just because we need your GPAs, of course, in order to fit that requirement. But please be on the lookout for those in the future. And again, that's something you can work towards and earn because that's, again, a national organization that you can earn a certificate for as well. Am I missing another one?
Just one that first year students will get
Right.
invited to, but after your first year is called Alpha Lambda Delta National Honor Society. So it's similar to NHS that was in high school, but this is for first year students, both first year new and transfer students. And it's again based off of your GPA. We take the top 20% of the class, and then you're asked to induct into ALD. And then actually you lead that as a sophomore, but it's a great leadership experience. All of the students who end up getting inducted then get to elect their own officers. And then over the course of that next year, really then dive into some leadership opportunities with that program too. So you would be on the lookout first year students next year, but sophomores, that information will be coming in the next couple of weeks as we start to get all the GPAs calculated from last year and then get you out that information.
All right. So it looks about to be our time. If you have any parting words for the group.
Do something, find something that, works for you and just go for it. We have phenomenal clubs and organizations and a lot of different opportunities, and we just want to see you, find something that works for you, something that makes you happy. So if you're, having any issues, reach out to any of us, again, in our office, and we're happy to help you out. But we have phenomenal clubs and organizations, and I think you'll find something that works for you.
Right, exactly. Don't be afraid to get involved in anything. Especially in these times, since things are going to be virtual, you can pop in at your own convenience and just see if it's right for you. And just build and build and build as you go forward. All right. Well, thank you so much, Heather.
Thanks, Cody.
Always good to see you. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
All right. So our next group is coming up in a minute. It'll be Sigma Nu, one of our fraternities on campus. So once they hop on, we will get going. And just notice a question, how would one work towards that goal? So we'll reach out with some information about the LINK program and how that all kind of operates and works soon. And then you'll see examples on how you can do the certain things to meet those achievements, those kind of goals that you need to reach. And then once we get in there, then I'll be able to share some more information if you have questions. All right. All right, so long time no see, Felix. Hey, Tim.
How are you?
Good. All right, so the time is yours.
Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna pull up the presentation real quick.
I wasn't sure if you wanted me to share or not, but you got it.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. It seems to be in a sec. There we go. All right, so we are Sigma Nu fraternity on campus. There it is. All right, so a brief history of our chapter. We've been on campus since 1996. We have had over 200 members in our chapter since our founding class. You build connections with on-campus partners and community leaders. We recently obtained the highest achievement from our national organization, which is called Rock Chapter. We get involved on and off campus. So we're dedicated to providing and supporting not only the on-campus community, but the community outside of our university. We have several events per semester, from philanthropic events to social events. Some of the events that you have pictured here, we have our Bike for a Cure, some of our brothers participating in Unity Week last year. We volunteer at a local animal shelter and do different fundraising and other events in Canbar, such as this Valentine's Day event that we held, a bake sale. Some of the benefits of our organization is you get to learn lifelong skills. You can build networking, communication skills, money management. We do a lot of community service and philanthropy events. You have the opportunity to learn leadership roles through some of the different positions that we offer for our organization. Specifically noted about one of our community service events that we have here, we raised over $1,000 to donate to the Black Visions Collective. Back in, I think, April, we did that. But besides all of like the actual benefits, like we also get a brotherhood of support. You can stay connected with mentors of upperclassmen, share, you know, all of your experiences through various majors. We have pretty much someone in just about every major in our organization, whether they're currently active or they're alumni. And then you also are able to have peers to relate to common college issues, time management, stuff like that. And you also create lifelong connections based off of, you know, staying connected with our brothers and our sweethearts after they graduate, creates, you know, this resource of an alumni network where you can reach out and talk to pretty much anyone that's come before you, which is great for post-graduation advice, potentially job opportunities. And that's the pretty much extent of our presentation. If you're interested in joining, our recruitment chair is Nick Walsh. His number is listed here, or you could DM our Instagram. And Cody, I know that you had some.
Yeah, so I guess a good question I always like to ask you all is why you decided to join this organization, and maybe some like hesitations that held you back at first, and like what pushed you over that edge to make you want to hop in it.
Yeah, so one of the reasons I joined was just to see better, like just diversity within our organizations, specifically Sigma Nu. I was really involved with a lot of the guys and became a really great resource.
Anyone else want to answer?
I personally joined because it's like a lifelong group of friends that you know you'll always have around you. And right from the bat, everyone in Sigma Nu was so really like nice and just chill with me. And I wanted to see what it was like to join a fraternity. I didn't expect myself to join a fraternity at first, but I'm so happy I did in the long run.
Yeah, I would say it's basically the same for me. Originally, I really didn't know what to expect when I first came into college. 4 years later, it's probably one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I wouldn't change it. So.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much all said the same things that I feel. Like Damon said, I never really imagined myself joining a fraternity when I first came into college. But I got to know a lot of the guys that were active brothers at the time, and they completely changed my mind. I saw, you know, what being in a fraternity was really about, and not just what you see from the outside perspective.
Right. So what about some things that you all have planned for this semester? I know a lot of things may have changed just over the past weeks, months, days. But what are some things that people can look to get involved with, like right away with you all?
I know for like community service wise, limited events that we usually do, we're kind of have to be like changed around, reformatted. So we are still planning to do a lot more events. It's just gonna look a little different, but we're still doing what we can.
Yeah, we don't have any immediate events to announce at this moment, but we are currently planning virtually formatted events that we can kind of make work as far as social distance compliant. As Felix mentioned, some of our like community service events, we still will be able to hold, like our Adopt a Highway that we do every month. It'll be in smaller group sizes, but we'll still be able to run those. So definitely keep an eye on our Instagram for event announcements.
Right, and I know another thing that is always associated with Greek organizations is like fees and dues. So if you all maybe want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we can talk briefly since I know we're running out of time. Our dues tend to change per semester. They never really change all that much. It depends on how many people we have in the chapter and what Nationals is charging us. But for the most part, Nationals usually keeps their costs around the same amount. So whenever our dues change, it's just based off of what we have planned for the semester. And I don't have an exact amount to give you at the moment, just because of how crazy of a semester this is. But I can say, you know, a lot of people compare, they ask about dues compared to other schools where they have to pay like over $1,000 a semester, and we are nowhere near that. We are a third of that cost at our highest point. So it's definitely doable under normal circumstances. It's affordable for sure.
All right, well, that looks like our time. Thank you all so much again for hopping in and joining us. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sure we'll see you all soon.
Thank you, Cody.
Take care.
Doses.
All right, so next up, we have Her Campus. Hello again, Amelia, long time no see. All right, so the time is yours.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay. Nope, not the right share button. There we go. Okay. So we're Her Campus. I'm Amelia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm your president and also the campus correspondent, and Her Campus is a club that is on almost every campus in the US, and they go international sometimes. And so I talk with other people in the Her Campus group that are just all over the US, so we all can talk about articles and what's happening within our club.
I'm Amelia. I'm our secretary this year, and I also am a staff writer, so I write articles every couple of weeks for the blog.
These are our other girls, all staff writers, and all part of helping the club create events and create all the stuff that we do and write really cool articles. This is what we say. I kind of just got this from the website, but it's for anybody who wants to write about literally anything. It's a really fun, great group that honestly you don't have to dedicate a ton of time to, because you can just write an article every other week, and it's the club besides all the events that we try and do.
It's really fun. Like she said, you can write about whatever you'd like to, and it doesn't have to be like the longest article in the world. It can be a BuzzFeed style list article. It can be really fun.
There are a couple things. Oh, sorry,
you can go.
You can go ahead.
That's fine.
Okay, there are just a couple things that you can do. So everybody can write and edit, even though I'm like the head editor and the president. Like I still love to write, so I'm still gonna contribute articles. It's really just when you can. And if you can't, you can try and help with the event. You can take pictures for the Instagram. There's always a place for you.
Some of the things we do beyond writing are we get free stuff from Her Campus National. They send us survival kits that we have like sample products in of skincare, hair care, makeup, all sorts of fun goodies. And we try them out and we write little reviews about them, which is really fun because you get to keep the product and write about them. We have fundraisers throughout the year and in general, just team bonding with events and stuff like that. Last year, we were able to have a small Friendsgiving, which was really cute and fun.
So with the national board, there are different levels that you can be, and we are at gold, which is really impressive. That means we have consistent writing and we have consistent things that we post about. We've done photo shoots to like gain points, which is really fun. And Her Campus kind of like rates your team, which isn't a competition thing. It's just like to keep everybody involved, and it's just to keep everybody having fun and taking pictures and writing really great articles.
So features are the articles that you write, and there's different sections of features. We have culture, money and career, sex and relationships, style, wellness, beauty, lifestyle, decor, high school and after college. And you can write about anything under any of those sections. We had people write poetry too. I mean, it's really versatile. You can write whatever interests you, as long as they're relevant to you or like, people around you. And from writing for Her Campus, you'll learn research skills and how to analyze current events and trends.
We did put a sample feature here. Allie wrote this and I thought it was really funny and great, and it's super short, super easy to read and to write. She did a great job, so I thought it was a really good example.
Beyond writing, again, we have social media and publicity chairs, and keeping the Instagrams, Facebooks, and Twitters updated is really important just to keep the club members engaged, as well as promote Her Campus to the rest of Jefferson. By being part of the publicity team, you would learn how to market, you would learn marketing skills, branding, and how to coordinate events if you're part of the event coordinating team.
Last semester or 2 semesters ago, we actually got to be a part of Sex Toy Bingo, which is like one of the biggest school events we have here, and Her Campus had a little booth that we could talk to people about the event. We could talk to people about our club, and then someone wrote an article about Sex Toy Bingo at our school, and it was really fun because it's something that our school is like kind of known for around Valentine's Day, and it was great to get that out and to collaborate with the people who put together that event.
So if you want to get started with Her Campus, applications for staff writers, editors, and all other open positions are due on Friday the 26th. Sam, do you want to talk about what goes in an application?
Yeah, absolutely. All you have to do is write a sample article that can then be used as your first article for when it's posted. And when I say you can write about anything, I mean anything. You can write a list of your favorite dad jokes. You can write about all the flowers that you picked. You can write about abusive relationships. It goes anywhere. Sorry, there's a weird stretch. But if you do want to write about something a little harder, then we can make it anonymous. That's totally cool. So you just have to write any sort of sample article, send it to me, and you're in. And you just have to say that you're going to dedicate the time. If you can write every week, that's great. If you can write once a month, that's also great. Totally up to you. We appreciate every contribution.
We just have our social media pages here and the Her Campus Jefferson website where we post the articles too every time.
Yeah, so you can go check it out, see what you want to be a part of. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. And can't wait to meet all of you and write with all of you.
All right, thank you all so much. So I have a question. So what if I was interested in writing, but I've never really done it before? Like, how would that process work? Like if I wanted to join?
That is okay. You don't need any experience in writing anything official. Some of our favorite types of articles, they're called listicles. And you put a picture. I made one that was memes about wearing glasses. So I got pictures of people wearing glasses, and it was things that only people with glasses would understand. And it was just pictures of people wearing glasses, and that's an article. So if you don't want to actually write, if you want to make it a picture article, that's cool too. It can really be no experience, all the experience in the world, totally up to you.
All right, that's great. So what plans do you all have like for this semester in terms of like what you plans a meeting or anything like that in this virtual world we're living in?
It's kind of great that our club is a virtual club-ish, you know, like we're posting on an online blog. Events are going to be a little harder, but I have seen things, a couple other chapters that I've been talking to, they've been doing like virtual photo shoots, and they've been doing like virtual cooking, like groups. So I think we're just going to try and do fun stuff like that. Like, you know, if you have a microwave and some flour and you make a mug cake, everybody can do that, and you can write a cute little article and have a cute gathering virtually about that. So just trying to work around it and use Zoom to our advantage.
All right, that sounds great. So that looks about to be your time. If you all have any parting words.
We'd love to write with you. Yeah.
That's
All right. Well, thank you all so much again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, so next up joining us is our Ultimate Frisbee team. All right. How's it going, Scott?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Not too bad. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
All right, so the time is yours.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to start with a PowerPoint here. Hello, everyone. My name is Scott, but I also go by Scooter. I'm currently, this is my third year as the president for the Jefferson Ultimate Frisbee Club. And we're just going to show you some stuff about our club. Hopefully you'd like to join. Who can play for our club? Anybody is allowed to join. If you've never even thrown a Frisbee before, you are more than welcome still to come. I know when me and most of those members on the team, when we joined, we had no clue what we were doing, but we were having a great time and we learned together and we got better together. We have men's and women's teams, but we also play together as a mixed team. So usually in the fall semester, we'll play together for tournaments and stuff. And then in the spring, we'll separate and go to our own tournaments as well. Some of our club goals: we look to provide leadership and athletic opportunities for students. We look to provide a social setting to enhance the college experience, whether that's hanging on or off campus. We also look to provide the knowledge and strategy by teaching and playing the game of Ultimate Frisbee in high spirit. One of the cool things about Ultimate Frisbee is that it's a self-officiating sport. And the number one rule about the sport is something called the spirit of the game, which means you play with high integrity and with honesty, and it's a really cool thing. Where and when do we usually play? We'll usually go to Ronston Field on weekends, usually early morning or afternoon, play some pickup, scrimmage, practice. We'll always be tossing in the Gutman Quad or in front of the library. I imagine many of the students on campus have already seen us there. And we usually, throughout the semester, we also play 3 to 4 tournaments during weekends. And those are usually the most fun. We'll play 5 or 6 games against other colleges and universities. And what do we do now? Obviously, we're in a big virtual world now. So we do social distancing tossing, where we exchange disc and make sure we use wipes to clean them every now and then. And we usually do that in the quad, like some of you have seen us, or over on Ronson and freshman side. We also tend to try to go do some outdoor activities as well, whether it's small group hikes or go disc golfing, learning some new things about each other and just hanging out socially. But one big thing we have been doing ever since the pandemic started, even back in March since school ended, we've been trying to do Zoom game nights every week, whether it's Jeopardy, Categories, Pictionary. There's an unlimited list of games that we play. As you see in that image, we just hang out sometimes, don't even play games. So that's something we try to do now to still stay inclusive. And where can you find us? We have an Instagram at Jefferson Ultimate. We also have an email. How we stay in contact with each other is either through texting where we have our big team group meet. And if you want to join us for game night or you want to reach out and join the club, feel free to email us or DM us on Instagram. And we are actually going to go to our Instagram now and show you some of our pictures and videos from tournaments that we have been going to. And it's awesome. You've put like little clips together and they're kind of fun little things. We're going to show you that. So here's the most recent tournament we went to. I just want to make sure everyone can hear it. Did you guys hear that? Or do I have to share audio too? Let me share my computer audio. Okay, here we go. So that was our most recent tournament, and that was actually at Villanova. We played teams like Muhlenberg and Temple. We had a lot of fun that tournament. Here's some more pictures also. This is us last semester. We had a little mud practice. Nothing stops us. We had a lot of fun. Here's our last tournament in the fall last year. We played at F&M. We played mixed. We had a really good tournament. We went 3-1, which was really awesome. We have some more pictures. This is a picture from a Halloween tournament we went to where we went as plants. We had some people as eggplants, carrots, bonsai trees, cactuses. It was a lot of fun. Then something that's really cool that we do as a team is every year there's a Wildwood tournament. And what we look to do is try to sign up and go. And it's the largest beach ultimate tournament in the world. And we go, we rent out a place, and we hang out for the weekend, which is so much fun. And we make a lot of friends and funny photos and all this stuff happen and all that. But yeah, we have one more tournament video. I'm gonna pull it up. It's down here. I think I might have passed it. It's somewhere around here. I'm just trying to find it. Oh boy. No, I can't find the other tournament video, but it's okay. Yeah. But that's our club. We do have a lot of fun things going on. And we look forward to having more social distance tossing practices and hanging out, whether it's on Zoom. Oh, here it is. I passed it like 5 times. This is our first tournament in the fall of last year. Yeah, so we're really fun, crazy bunch of people that like to have a good time. We're all goofy, and that's what makes Ultimate so much fun.
All right, thank you all so much. Just a quick question before you all leave. Did you all play before joining the organization, or was this kind of your first experience with it?
I think we all maybe played it once in high school, but personally for me, I never played it coming here, and I joined it, and it's been so much fun for me. Ethan, Andrew, when you guys joined, did any of you play before or no?
I had never played Ultimate Frisbee before in my life. This was actually my first experience ever doing that.
Just very with friends in high school, nothing really official though. Like we didn't even know the rules.
Right. I mean, because I'm sure a lot of people have never even heard of the sport, let alone played. So just it's not a bad thing if you've never played before to come out, just see what it's
Absolutely. Yeah, we've actually ran into a couple freshmen that we've just been doing tossing with. They didn't know how to throw, and like yesterday, just went tossing with them, and they're already throwing 5 times better.
Oh, that's
it's really
fantastic.
cool just to see the improvement just by throwing the Frisbee. So it's really awesome.
Yeah. And like with everything going on, are you all able to play in any tournaments or anything this semester?
There's nothing scheduled right now. We might
Right.
look to do some like social distancing, tossing maybe with some other teams and stuff, or maybe limiting how many people can play in scrimmages and all that. But we're not looking into anything too far in the future right now.
Right. Right. All right. Well, thank you all so much again.
Thank you.
If you have any parting words, you can go ahead.
Reach out to us. Let us know if you want to come to game nights. They're a lot of fun. It will be the first way we get to meet you, and then maybe we'll start tossing.
All right. Well, thank you all so much again.
Thank
All
you.
right, take care. All right, so next up we have our nursing society.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. All right, so the time is yours, so go ahead.
So this is just gonna like record and then everybody will see it.
Yeah, I mean, we're live right now, but.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how I do it because I don't really do this much. Can you see that?
Yep, you're all good.
Where is slide present? Am I blanking? I don't see it. Okay, whatever. I'll just take it from here. So Pre-Nursing Society, my name's Elaine Luce. I am the vice president. Sadly, the other nursing officers couldn't be here today, but they'll be with you for tomorrow and Thursday. So basically, we're really happy to have all of you here. Basically, this club is here just to help you with your transition to Center City and just welcoming the new students into the club, whether you're a freshman or a transfer. What is Nursing Society? Sorry. Our mission statement is to unite and be a resource network for aspiring and future nurses. Our main goal is to give nursing students information that makes them equipped with their transition to Center City, and will also provide them with leadership roles and volunteering positions. So my position, I applied for this at the end of my freshman year. I am now a sophomore. So that's one leadership opportunity you can do within the club itself. Everybody else who is on board also has done this as a leadership position. We will also be hosting club meetings, and we'll try to be more involved this year given the COVID times. And we are going to be doing some volunteer opportunities, which we're working on right now to get kind of like a connection with some nearby hospitals, but we'll get that out to everybody once we know for sure what we are doing. And we're also going to do spirit wear forms so you can wear your Nursing Society sweatshirts, sweatpants, t-shirts. Even we're not on campus, but you can wear them and they're cool. So we're going to go over some of your board members. So here's our president, Anthony. He very cool guy, very knows what he's on top of. And he's just very friendly to talk to. If you want to talk about nursing, He'll just talk to you about it. I know he's been volunteering this summer at UPenn, and he's really loved volunteering there. He's basically, I think, doing thermal readings, which is just great experience to be doing. For myself, I'll just talk about myself more because I won't really go into detail about everybody else, but I'm from Malvern, PA. I'm a second year. I am a part of women's golf, and I'm also a new ambassador. So one of the reasons why I chose nursing is because I had a friend who passed away from a number of rare diseases. She was known as that hospital kid at CHOP throughout her life, and she told me how great nurses had helped her through everything she was going through. So I kind of made that commitment to her, but also to myself, that I could be that person for somebody who was struggling through a lot of stuff. And a fun fact about myself, I eat a plant-based diet, and I've been dairy-free for 3 years, and it's been very life-changing. So if you would like to talk about it, I'm up for conversation. May, she is our secretary. She is from around here. She's very sweet. She worked at the Academy of Natural Sciences, and you talk to her, she's like very, very intelligent. She loves working with kids, and we all very much have very similar personalities as nurses and just as like in general as students. And yeah, we'll move on to Alexa. She's a very sweet girl also. She is our commanding officer. So kind of her role is just like assisting everybody, and she'll work with doing social media stuff, and she's a part of Global Medical Brigades, which is a good thing if you do Nursing Society and GMB, that kind of work together. Not necessarily clubs work together, but it's good for like your own experience. And she's also our ambassador, just like I am. And with her personal life, why she chose nursing, she can tell you more about that because that's more personal to her. And then our last officer is Valentina, also known as Val. She's our treasurer, so she'll be in charge of like the order forms, like all the money stuff, which I'm not good at, but she'll just keep on top of that and figure out the pricing for spirit wear. If we end up spending money as a club elsewhere, that will be her job. She's also from around here, just like May. And yeah, like very, very nice. I had a lot of classes with her last year. So we also have included in this presentation our contacts if you would like to talk to us, because our main priority right now is just getting in contact with any of you and just trying to be there for you, especially freshmen, trying to be there for you during this time. So if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. I know it's not that detailed about what we're doing right now, but we will get out an email to everybody. So given COVID right now, this is what's going on. But that is basically it. So I can stop screen sharing.
Hey, well, thank you so much for sharing all of that.
Yeah.
So just a couple of questions. How is, let's see. So how's getting involved with this organization going to help them like further their own career goals?
Yes. So for example, one of the volunteer opportunities we're working on right now will basically be based around with communication building. And as nursing students right now, and as the nursing profession is mainly built around being that bridge between the patient and the healthcare system. So it's just understanding our patients a little bit better, but that all starts with the correct kind of conversation. So we're going to work on that. That's an idea we have so far for how we're going to do things given COVID right now, but we'll also just touch base on like how you can be there for somebody virtually.
Mm-hmm. All right, that sounds great. do you all have any type of plans? I know it may be kind of up in the air right now, but for like this semester, like when you all may be meeting regularly or anything like that?
Yes. So with meetings, regarding meetings, we haven't been like solidified on what we're gonna do exactly yet. But right now the idea is there's 5 officers and I think there's about 129 nursing majors, given that they all join nursing society. And we will send out an Excel sheet. For example, I could send out an Excel sheet about the times that I am going to provide to be the host, like the mentor of the meeting, and just give students that time to sign up. And it might be like a 30 max kind of student sign up. Basically, we're going to spread out times because we understand that everybody has crazy schedules. Nobody's going to be all able to meet at one time. And with a smaller group space, you can also allow for more conversation. So that's what we're kind of thinking of right now. But only like a couple meetings between now and when we go home for the holidays.
Right. Well, that sounds great. All right. Well, time is about up. So if you have any parting words for us.
Join Nursing Society. It's fun. So,
All right. Well, thank you so much, Elaine. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Right. So coming up, we have our Campus Activities Board. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. All right. So the time is yours. So take it away.
Myself.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to try to share the screen. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I just like to know. Okay, I just talk. Okay. Hello, everyone. We are Campus Activities Board. I am the president this year. My name is Samara. I'm a 3rd-year psychology major, and I have other people on the board with me to help. So take it away.
Hello, everyone. My name is Erin. I'm a students co-chair with Becca.
And hi, I'm Becca. I'm a sophomore PA major, and I am on Spirit and Tradition today.
Okay, so one of you can take this slide.
Okay, so what is CAB? CAB stands for Campus Activities Board. And basically what we do is just plan and camp. And we're made up of an executive board and general board of cabbies, and we're all students putting together fun events for everyone. And our mission states that CAB represents the student body, and our purpose is to serve and provide the students with creative and fun programming.
Yep. Okay.
And so you must be wondering what CAB organizes and what we do. So we planned the Welcome Week. A lot of the events that you were able to go to were planned through CAB. We did the Amazing Ram Race, the Cyber Sleuth, the Rocking Rams, and the Brunch and Bingo, as well as some events that you have not yet seen, like the drag show, the Broadway trip, other bingos, painting with a twist. Those are just some of the events. Our next big event will be Back to School Bingo, which will be hosted on the 8th. On Thursday?
Yeah,
on Thursday, so you all can go to that. We will be sending you emails to get involved and to attend these various events so that you always know what is going on in the CAB world.
Yep. And I just added some pictures. The first one is from this past Ram Race from Welcome Week. Turned out really fun. Everyone had a good time. Second picture is from Painting with a Twist, and then the third picture is me and a previous board member at Silent Disco. So our last slide, how can you get involved? So we have made a interest form if you're interested in, being a cabbie. It just asks for your name and your school email, so you can sign up. And then once you do that, go to step number 2, where we email you with like updates about meetings and events. We have general board meetings. So that's where all you guys would come in and we talk about meetings. Talk about events, suggestions, ideas. We also email out meeting minutes. So if you couldn't attend a meeting, you have all the information right there for you. We also will send out little sign-up sheets just in case, you do want to help set up for an event or whatever the case may be. That might be a little slow this year since a lot of our events will be virtual, but we'll be sure to send emails out in case, say, we need help. And the last thing, just follow our Instagram for updates and countdowns. It's also really important to know that, the more you show up and help out or just participate, that'll get you an even closer chance of, maybe one day being on the board. Aaron and Becca here were super helpful last year. They were at almost every event, and they showed real dedication to it. And now they're on the board. So that's just a thing to keep in mind. We also go on cool trips to NACA, which is basically a convention for all the different schools, like CAB-like organizations. We went to Connecticut and went to Colorado, as you see in the bottom there. And that's really it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at phillyucab1@gmail.com. Also follow our Instagram. We'll be posting the updates and countdowns. And yeah, we hope to see you guys at future events.
All right, well, thank you all so much.
Yes.
So just to ask some questions, what made you decide to get involved with CAB before you were?
Becca and Aaron, you want to take this one first?
Sure. So I wanted to get involved with CAB because after Welcome Week, I saw all the great things and events that were being put on and how much I enjoyed them. So I really wanted to get a say in what we did in the future and be able to help plan events that I also would enjoy.
Yeah, it's a really great way to get involved, and it helps you be aware of just what's happening on campus and to be involved in it and not just be oh, there's an event happening that day. I had no idea. We're actually working with it, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's also really cool seeing different friendships come out of all the CAB events. I made some of my best friends just from being on the board. It's really great. And also it's helped me a lot with my time management skills and, being organized. So that's also a really good asset to have.
That was just going to be my next question is what skills do you think you have learned or will kind of further by being a part of this organization?
Yeah.
That you can carry with you into your professional career?
Becca and Aaron, you want to add anything?
So one skill that I definitely learned, I learned more this year being on the board, but I learned how to communicate with people because we had to put on these events. So I had to communicate with other board members, companies that we were trying to get in. And it just taught me to really enhance my communication skills so that I can get the most effective meetings across.
All right. So final question is, why do you think it's important for students to get involved on campus in anything in general, especially first-year students?
I can go first.
I would say especially.
Oh. No, you can go. You can go.
I think it lagged.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say, especially this year with everything being on Zoom and everything, there's very limited amounts of things you can do to meet new people. And with CAB, it's a really big opportunity and school wide where you can meet people. We do stuff for freshmen and for the whole school, and it just covers all aspects of school that anybody can get connected with.
I agree.
And there's also lots of aspects, if you don't like to paint, but you like bingo, or you don't want to do one thing, there's always another option.
Yeah, and we always try to listen to what the people want. So if you have a cool idea, please feel free to DM us. We're try to be more active on Instagram by like asking questions and polls. So we like, want to know what you guys want to do too.
Right. Well, great. Well, thank you all so much again. That's about our time. If you all have any parting words for the group.
I hope to see you all. I hope everyone joins.
Yes. Also, please be patient with us. We're, granted everything going on, we're trying our best to give you guys the best events. So just please come out support whenever you can.
Right. Great. Well, thank you all so much.
All right. Bye.
Enjoy the day. Take care.
Bye.
All right. So joining us now is our South Asian Student Association, SASA. Hello and welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Right. So I'm not sure who was all in your groups, but I'm just gonna bring them all in. All right, so the time is yours.
All right, I'm just gonna upload. Okay, hold on. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yep.
Okay, weird. Can you guys see my screen right now or no?
No.
No.
Yay, love it. Okay, hold on one sec. I can't share my screen. Okay, how about now?
You're good.
Fantastic. Okay, for anyone that is here that doesn't know me, my name is Ivan. I am the president of SASA for this year. What you're looking at right now is the 3 big things that we want you to take note of. Everything else, all the details, all our planned events will be explained in further detail, in full detail, at our first official meeting, which will be exactly 1 week from now. That'll be at 9 p.m. next Tuesday. For now, we want you guys to just try to get to know each other, say hi to each other in our group me. Just scan that code that's in the bottom left. That should work out for you. If it doesn't, you can troubleshoot with me or anyone else on the board. Next, we'd like you to follow our Instagram, which is at Jefferson SASA. We always post updates there. We post things from other SASAs that are in Philly, as well as around the country. Actually, we have a great connection with people as far as UC Berkeley and people as close as Drexel and Temple. So definitely we plan on hosting virtual events with them, as well as hosting events amongst ourselves and even within the SASAs around in Philly. Does anyone happen to have any questions right now? Cool. Well, that's all right. Also, if you guys know anyone that's interested in joining, you can direct them to any of our social media outlets. You can add them in yourselves to our group me, or you can send them the link, and we will be happy to have more people join. Definitely just try to get out the word about our first official meeting. We only have a short time span right now, so we're not going to be able to get to everything.
I can ask some questions. Oh, get a little feedback. So what are some big events or different things that you all typically do throughout the year on campus?
Do you mean on in person that we've done?
Either way, yeah, you can talk about in person, even though they may not happen this semester, but just like some things that people may look forward to by being a part of the organization.
Yeah, does anyone on the board want to chime in? Isabel, you want to hop in?
Okay, yeah. So we usually do a Philly-wide Gerba, and also we have like the dance show. We usually do it at the end of spring semester, but since the coronavirus, we're not really sure if any of that's going to happen. So we're kind of like still planning on things that we're coming up with new things for people to interact. We still want to get to know all the freshmen and still like meet everyone and just meet as a club, and so we're still planning.
Yeah, to add to that, it's definitely a work in progress because a lot of what we did was heavily based on in-person events. But we are transitioning to a virtual organization now. And like I mentioned before, we have connected with other SASs in the area. And now more than ever, I think is a good time for us to connect with people from all of Philly and around the country. We've talked with other organization leaders and they have tons of ideas. We're planning on doing, little sneak peek for you guys, we're planning on doing a speed dating event virtually across all the SASAs that we know that are available to coordinate with us. So more information is coming soon about that. And we do plan on doing a bunch of other virtual events to keep everyone connected.
That sounds great. So why do you think it's important for someone to maybe get involved with your organization? Like beyond just like meeting people or anything like that, like what are some things that made you want to join and be a part of it and then take on a leadership role within the organization?
All right, I'll chime in again. I just want to say that like growing up, I wanted to feel close to my roots and I never felt further away from my roots than when I left home. So coming here and coming to campus and seeing that there was a presence, and this is a cultural organization, so it does help you stay close to your roots. And it's not just meeting people and having like small things in common. It's really like fostering the values that we were all, brought up with, and we have similar backgrounds, so it definitely helps us feel closer with each other.
To add to that, a lot of the events we do make for new experiences, and I think when I was a freshman and I joined SASA, a lot of the great times that I had when I reflected back on the year had to do with the club events, because just with the camaraderie that's involved, I think it's a great club.
So just say if someone was had a different national background, ethnic background, who wanted to just still be a part of the organization, is that something that would be all right, like with you all?
Absolutely, and we've had many experiences like that in the past, and everyone loves it. They find their own way to hop in on the big show that we do. We get all hands on deck with the show. It's a really big commitment, so we've had a lot of our friends that may not be of South Asian descent hop in and help with recording, help with dance choreography even. So there is always place for a new member.
Sorry. All right, that's really good to know. Since time is close to be about out, if you all have any parting words or anything lasting to say to the group.
If anyone has any questions, feel free to message anyone on the board. I remembered we just didn't do an introduction, so I'll start. I'm Ashlyn. I am one of the event coordinators for SASA. If anyone else wants to introduce themselves.
I'm Mega. I'm also one of the co-event coordinators for SASA, and I'm a sophomore at Jefferson.
I'm Isabel. I'm the vice president of SASA, and I'm a senior in pre-med.
I'm Ajay. I'm a sophomore and I'm secretary of SASA.
My name is Sanjana. I'm the treasurer for SASA and I'm a junior.
All right, thank you guys for joining us in our small 10-minute span, but we hope to see you guys in our longer, more official meeting on Tuesday next week. So thank you for joining us today, though.
All right. Thank you all so much.
All right.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Take care. All right. So next up, we have our PA Society. All right. Well, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you all?
We're good.
Okay. So the time is yours. Take it away.
Okay. We have a PowerPoint that we're going to share.
Did I click share? Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah. So we are the Physician Assistant Society, also known as PA Society. So we can start off by introducing ourselves. My name is Nupur Kotak, and I am the current co-president of the club. A little bit about me is that I am a third-year student in the 3+2 PA program, and Zahida, who's the other co-president, is in the 4+2 program.
And I'm Seta. I'm one of the co-vice presidents, and I'm a second-year student in the 3+2 PA program.
I'm Jensen. I'm the other co-vice president. I'm a third year in the 4+2 PA program.
Okay. And then our advisors are Megan Mills and Nicole Kornreyer. And in the next few weeks, we're going to be having meetings and electing new board members to join us. Currently, it's a little bit different because we have 2 presidents and 2 vice presidents because some of us were going to be studying abroad, but that got canceled because of COVID. So some of the goals of PA Society are to be a resource for all the PA and non-PA majors. Just because it's PA Society doesn't mean it's just for PAs, because we help all the students get patient contact hours and experience, and that could be helpful for any student that's interested in helping out and gaining experience with patients. So some of the things we've done are offer CPR certification courses. We also provide networking opportunities with upperclassmen, faculty members, administrators, and other students that we work with, such as the OT Society and Global Medical Brigades. And then we help current PA and non-PA students by giving them advice and information throughout the year and let them know what they should be prepared for in the future. And we give back to the Philadelphia community through charity work and spreading awareness of the profession.
So we host a variety of events throughout the year. Probably the most important one that we do is that we host the blood drives, and we do that by working with the Red Cross. And we usually have about 3 a year. Again, I don't know how this is going to work because of COVID, and I don't know how all these events are going to work because of COVID. Maybe we won't have some events at all. Maybe some of them will turn into virtual, or maybe we'll have new virtual events, but we'll see as time goes on. Another thing that we usually do is the Rock and Roll Half Marathon, and that's usually in the beginning of the year. And people in the society volunteer at medical tents, and I heard it's really fun. Another thing that we do is fundraisers. We fundraise for undergrad and graduate students, so in the long run, it can really help you. We also hold meetings. So at these meetings, we discuss upcoming events, and probably my favorite is selling the PA Society apparel. It's like really cute clothes, different variety, really cheap too. And we also have board meetings, and we're going to try to have meetings once a month, and we're going to try to give different virtual patient contact hours experience virtually, and we're going to have to like answer questions that you guys might have. Something else that we do is a study abroad panel and a graduate panel. So you'll learn more about study abroad if that's happening, and we do have a panel for that. And there's also a grad panel, and that's where you can get your questions answered by grad students, not just about like PA school, but it can also be just about like the medical field or just grad school in general.
Yeah, so this slide just shows some picture of us out on events. On the left side, we had a table at the homecoming tailgate that just expressed awareness of what we do and our mission of the society. And then the two middle pictures are us at the Rock and Roll Marathon, which is, like Seda said, we have tents and we hand out water, give Band-Aids, stuff like that, give directions. And then on the right is Nupur, one of our co-vice presidents at the blood drive. And then here we have listed any contact information. Our email that you can reach all of us at is pasociety@philu.edu. We also have an Instagram, so give us a follow on that. And then we have all of our numbers and emails listed. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions at all.
Okay, and if you're interested in joining, you can email PA Society and let us know what your email is and how we should contact you. And then from that, we'll add you to our list and give you more information about our meetings. That's all we have.
All right, well, thank you all so much for all the information. Just some questions for you. So how do you feel getting involved with this organization really helps further someone's career goals who are pursuing physician assistant positions?
Definitely when you're coming into the school, you're not really sure about, the college. You're still learning a lot of information. And when you're in a society like this, you have a lot of people that are interested in the same career goals as you. And you get a lot of assistance and a lot of inspiration about how other students got their contact hours, or you can make a friend that's older and they can give you advice throughout the years. And I know that after joining, I met a lot of older students and they continue to help me throughout the years.
So what are some things that you all are doing? I know you touched on a little bit, but in our new virtual world, to keep everyone kind of engaged, especially the new students, what are some things that you all have planned?
So right now, the biggest difficulty for PA students is getting their patient contact hours because we need at least 200 by the time we graduate. And it's hard to do when no hospitals or doctors are letting us shadow them or work. So we found a lot of virtual patient contact opportunities that we want to share with the new students as soon as they join the club. And from there, they can explore those opportunities and get those hours done.
All right, that sounds great. Question about time management, since you all are kind of in executive positions on the board. So how do you successfully manage your time with all these requirements that you have, along with your classes, personal life, everything along those lines?
Well, I think staying organized is a big part of it. I find that keeping myself more busy keeps me on top of things with schoolwork, and I have designated times that I need to do certain things. So if I plan accordingly, it will be sufficient, but I have to make sure I plan out certain times, whether to study for an exam or I'm going to work as a CNA this day and get my contact hours. So really planning for me is essential.
Yeah, when we did the Instagram takeover the other week, a lot of students are asking how difficult is it to be in this accelerated program and how do you manage to do everything? And it's pretty manageable. Even though we're in the program, I'm still able to be actively involved on campus in so many other ways. And then I've been working as a medical assistant, so I got more than 300 hours this summer. And as long as you kind of manage your time wisely, and when you start off as a freshman, you're okay, I might get a little bit of hours from PA Society throughout the year, and then in the summers, I'm going to do this, I'm going to work here. You can easily manage to get everything done and still continue to have a social life and explore the city.
All right. Well, that's kind of the questions that I have. Thank you all so much for joining us. Do you have any parting words for the group, for the good of the cause?
Okay. Yeah, definitely join PA Society. We have a lot of fun. It's a really awesome group of students, and make sure to just email us at pasociety@philu.edu if you want to join. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so much. Take care. All right, so next up and joining us is the Jefferson Game Club. Jonathan, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Sarah Rose. All right, so this time is yours. So you all can go ahead and take it away.
Fantastic. Thank you. So, hello, YouTube peeps. I'm Jonathan Dorenzi. That's Sarah. And we have our other game club higher up, James Fang, in the YouTube chat for you. If you have any questions, please refer. We have a little presentation for you. So, we're Jefferson Game Club. I'd say we're the people that you find in the Canbar corner. However, due to COVID, it's empty. So we play board games, card games, and video games. Usually we meet every Friday. We're going to actually try to keep that up, but due to COVID, our meetings will be held virtually. We're trying to figure out how to do this because none of us have like a premium Zoom to use, and we'd hate to inconvenience you who are interested if you would like to join us and you have to log out and log back in every 40 minutes. That's kind of annoying. So I'm trying to find other ways. I also am planning to host Dungeons and Dragons, which is, if you are unfamiliar, it is a tabletop role-playing game where you create your own character and you immerse yourself in a fantasy world that I will build, that I'll build for you, and you'll play through an adventure. It's a lot of fun. It got stopped due to COVID. I started my campaign with some people. I'm planning to start it up again because the only thing that being shut in has done is it's gotten me to write a lot more. So I have the whole campaign planned out, and I'm ready for some new adventurers if you are interested. I've done this through Discord. I've done this a few times with some of my friends through Discord, which is one of our uses of communication. I have my email here. So if you have any questions, email me. If it's about Dungeons and Dragons, if it's just about virtually meeting. Speaking of, I'm sorry, I skipped this. We also have a Steam account, and we have, during our in-person meetings, we have played Jackbox. One of the things we would like to do is host Jackbox on Fridays towards the later half of the afternoon. We can stream that, and then you can play it from home and join us, and we can all have a grand old time. We also take other game suggestions. If you'd like to, I would love to see if we can get like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, other multiplayer games that we can play online together. That'd be fantastic, because even though COVID keeps us all home, we should at least try to cultivate a community. So finally, how do you join? So as I previously mentioned, if you'd like, email. We also have a poll, which will be sure to, James, if you could post that in the chat, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to join, you can also fill this out, and then we'll get the results, and we can contact you and give you all the details you'd like. We also take game suggestions, and as I said, we have a Discord. If you would like to get in there and talk about games, that's what we do. And yeah, if there's any questions, please reach out, let us know. We take game suggestions if you'd like to see a different game. Pretty sure I'm repeating myself. Is there any questions?
To hop in with a few questions. So in this current climate, how often do you all plan to meet moving forward this semester?
We'd like to meet once a week. Once we get like an online if we get something like Google Meets or Discord, because Discord has a video chat and stuff. Once we get one of those really figured out and mastered out, we'd like to get this going once a week. I need to still post. I want to post that poster on those Wednesday last emails.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that. We'll be using that for communication, as well as if you email us, we'll add you to the email list. And if we have announcements, we'll email them out. But we'd like to keep it once a week.
That's great. So what if I have never played any of these games that you all have going, or have never played like a tabletop game or a role-playing game?
So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I was pretty nervous and pretty quick. We welcome all skill levels. So if you're unfamiliar, if you're interested, we'll teach you. If you have games you want us to play and try out, we're down. We're really welcoming. We really want to cultivate a community, which is kind of like one of the big founding things. And that's what made, when I first came as a freshman, that's what really got me to stay with the club. And that's why I'm still here. And I want to be able to do the same and kind of like pass it down.
All right, that sounds great. Why do you think that students should get involved in clubs and organizations just in general? Like what benefits have you seen it for yourself, like getting involved with this club and the other things that you're involved in?
Sure. So like this club has made me, so like sorry, because I'm gonna talk about multiple, because I've also been in theater. Theater's made me kind of in it, like it clubs give you something to kind of like form your personality in a way and like your life experiences. For game club, it's kind of taught me to be a little more laid back, but it lets you unwind. And that's kind of the biggest thing on why I really liked it, because school's stressful, like period. And again, I'm going to keep mentioning COVID, but COVID is not a nice thing. We hate being isolated creatures stuck in our rooms doing classes and stuff. But even being able to kind of stimulate so much as a little bit of like community, like even though we're far off, that's something we should do. And that's why I stuck with Game Club for a while. But it can teach you to think too. So one of the card games I got into recently was Yu-Gi-Oh! My other Game Club members got me into it and stuff. And it kind of got me to think differently. And through thinking differently, I've been able to kind of approach different situations, even outside of like relaxation, in a different way, and got me to think like a different way to add different kind of like results. I worded that wrong, but
no, that sounds great. Let's see. I always like to ask just how you manage your time, because I know, Jonathan, you're involved in a lot of different things. Sarah Rose, you as well. So how do you manage your time with all the things you're involved in, on top of your classes, on top of social life, personal things, work, all that stuff?
I'll start with, I don't have a social life, so that's one less thing to worry about. So I only have four classes this semester, and I'm dedicating myself to Game Club this year, because theater, you can't really, it's harder to do. And I kind of like dropped out of it at the end of last semester anyway. So it's really just this. And the way I really manage my time is I have like, so my Tuesdays and my Thursdays are really wide open, because I only have, Thursday I have no class, and I usually don't leave until, I wake up early, but I usually don't leave until 10, and I go to work, and I work once a week at my uncle's graphic design business, so I can kind of get some experience on hand. But usually the days that I kind of think about club stuff like this, like, and kind of organize and stuff, is usually the weekend, just because I have a little more free time. And usually like when I'm like in bed, like relaxing and thinking and stuff, like before I go to trying to sleep, usually that's where like my Dungeons and Dragons stuff comes in. And that's usually how I've been able to manage that on its own, usually because a lot of the thoughts come at night, and like, and then I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, I'll remember, and then I'll write stuff down. But when it comes to managing your time, you really just got to notice what breaks you have and how to optimize them properly. It's an experience. It takes a little bit to really get there. I remember my last fall semester was kind of busy. I was an RA too, on top of being theater club president and game club president. Theater club I ended up dropping it just because it was too much. But it takes a little bit of getting back into it and everything, and then you'll get there and you'll be able to manage your time properly.
Right. All right, well, that's all the questions that I have for you all. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and joining us. If you have any parting words for the good of the cause.
join us. We're nice. I don't really know what else. Sarah, if you'd like to add anything, please go ahead. I may have missed something.
Yeah, so like just as for like the time management thing, just like have a vague schedule. Like I have a schedule, like I had to go to class on Tuesday and Thursday, and then after that I wrote down like free time, and then I wrote down like, okay, I'm gonna do this for the club now, and then I'm gonna do this for animation club now, I'm gonna do this for game club now. It's just nice to have it all written down. But yeah, join game club. It's open to any type of skill level, so you don't have to be like super skilled. You could have never touched a game in your life and you'll still be welcome here and you'll still fit right in.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, so we'll just try to get that link sent out to everyone. Yeah, thank you all again for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Here, let me send that thing to your chat real quick.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm managing on my Windows. My bad. Can I actually just email it to you then?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you,
All right,
Cody.
thank you so much. Take care.
You too.
Right. Hello, all.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thank you.
All right. So we have our Habitat for Humanity group. So the time is yours if you all just want to take it away.
Can we share our presentation? Okay. So we are Habitat for Humanity. We are a nonprofit organization that work towards creating an environment for people in Philadelphia where they feel safe. We'll introduce ourselves. I'm Noah. I'm the president.
I'm one of the vice presidents. My name is Belen Jacinto.
My name is Muskan Uppal. I'm the other vice president.
My name is Jessica Purcell. I'm the secretary.
And I'm Carolina Ramirez. I'm the treasurer.
My name is Selena, and I'm the Philadelphia Outreach Chair.
So basically what Habitat does is create affordable housing for people in Philadelphia, utilizing the community who are willing to help create those houses and invest time in those people who need help.
And just a goal that we try to embody here at Habitat Philadelphia, a quote is, "We build strength, stability, and self-reliance through shelter." So we try to embody that here. Just two statistics from Habitat Philadelphia. We have sold or built 213 affordable houses to homeowners in our area, and also have partnered with more than 500 families in our area to make critical home repairs to their homes that needed to be done.
Habitat for Humanity doesn't give free houses away. So the people that join the community, they usually work or they have a partnership with a homeowner program, and where they will be working for like 350 hours of set equity and volunteering in a restore and for Habitat for Humanity in order for them to afford a house that they will provide.
So we do build days here. We fundraise to be able to participate in build days. The cost for the school groups to join is $1,500. They ask us to donate this amount of money because on average, each Habitat house costs $200,000 to build, and each home repair project costs on average $17,000 and $17,500. And this donation helps supply materials, training, and supervision. But since we're such a small club, it's harder for us to get these build days. So we mostly focus on a lot of volunteer work, fundraising, and stuff like that.
Two examples of the fundraisers we do. The most popular ones for our club are the Gertrude Hot Chocolates. where we're given a box of chocolates and we give them to everybody in the club that wants to help sell them. And the other one is the Krispy Kreme donuts that we also sell in our clubs in order to help fundraise the $1,500 for like activities like the build day.
So Habitat also has restores, and what are restores? They're Habitat's discount home improvement store. So people usually donate furniture or housing, like plates, just housing equipment, I suppose, in general, and donate them to the Habitat Restore. And what we do is we go there and we organize, clean, load, or unload furniture that needs to be put up in the restores that can be sold. And due to the coronavirus, it's hit a bit of a snag this year, but we're getting in contact with the restore, and we're slowly determining days that our school can participate and help out in these restores. The next slide just shows some pictures from the past of us at the restore. You can see the furniture, unloading, loading furniture.
So the Ram Jam competition, Ram Jam is something the school does, and it's an activity that Habitat participates in. We really like to try to get involved on campus and within the community. This is obviously pre-COVID, so currently things like this will not be able to happen, but we are looking into doing things virtually to get involved in the community. Something else we also did was a Halloween type of thing. Like I said, that was pre-COVID, so we're going to try to see what virtual options we can do to stay involved and have some fun activities with this club. And that's just the Halloween game night that we had done before. Hopefully after this is all over, we can continue with it.
If you want to keep up with us, we have a social media page. One thing that I would like to bring up is the fact that we right now don't have a social media chair correspondent. And that's something that if you're interested in, please come out, join our club, and maybe show us how interested you are and maybe apply for the position. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all so much. Just a couple questions for you. If someone was looking to collect like volunteer hours or things like that for their programs or whatever they may be involved in, is that something that they could partner with you all in to complete those?
That's something that I'm actually very interested in, since Habitat, at least this chapter, is very small and we don't get a lot of build days. We did want to partner with Louise and ASB. I know that's something that we tried to do in the past and it didn't go so well, but it's something that we are willing to try again. So it is an opportunity that we are willing to take and try.
And maybe what drove you all to want to be a part of this organization, and then again take on like a leadership role within it? Like what were some of those driving factors for you?
Who wants to go first?
I joined this chapter of Habitat because I've done it all throughout high school from 9th to 12th grade. And during the latter years of high school, I had a board position. I like to, on the board, you get to see like a lot more opportunities, I feel, and you can really choose events that are still volunteer work, but what you really believe in and what you think will help your community best. So I like the immediate effects it has to help our community.
Similar to what she said, I did. I'm interested in volunteering, and that was the perfect opportunity. And when it comes to why I'm a chairperson, it's because I wanted to put myself in a situation where I'm not comfortable at. So speaking to people, presenting to people is something that I was never comfortable at in the past. And I thought that this will be like the perfect opportunity to perfect it and try to work it through.
Yes, with me, when I first joined, what first caught my attention was the build days, because I saw it as a fun opportunity to get involved on campus and with the club. And as for joining a position here in Habitat for Humanity was just because I wanted to try something new. I've never been in a position before, so I saw the opportunity. There was a position open for a treasurer, and I decided to join in, and like it was just a new opportunity for me.
I'll go. I volunteered with Habitat a lot. We didn't have a club in my high school, but I volunteered with Habitat a lot, and I really like what the organization does. So I wanted to get involved with the club, and then obviously as a leadership position, just to get more involved and kind of do more behind the scenes work and help with whatever I can do.
Going off of like what you guys said too, I'm really big on community, so I knew when I came to college I wanted to join a lot of clubs, and one of my favorites was Habitat, so that's why I did reach out and try to get this position.
Similar to what the older members also said, I also joined the Habitat for Humanity Club just because I wanted to help a lot of people in terms of the community and doing the Recathon, and also helping in Restore was one of the main events that I really liked helping out on.
All right. Well, thank you all so much again for joining. If you have any parting words for the group.
Thank you.
Thank you. In our club. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you all. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, so next up, we have the women from Theta Phi Alpha. Hello, hello.
Hi.
How are we
Hi,
doing?
Cody. Good. How's it going?
It's going. It's going well.
Awesome.
All right, so the time is yours. So go ahead and take it away.
Okay. Do we want to go around and introduce ourselves first?
Yeah.
Elena, you want to start?
Sure. I'm Elena. I am a senior pre-med student. I'm the president of Theta Phi Alpha on our campus.
I'm Lex. I'm a senior fashion merchandising major, and I'm the vice president of Theta Phi.
Okay. I'm Sabrina. I'm the new member educator for Theta Phi Alpha.
I'm Kristen. Sorry, my camera's not working right now, but I'm the treasurer for Theta Phi Alpha.
And I'm Julie Shankowitz. I'm a fourth year health sciences major, and I'm the recruitment chair for Theta Phi Alpha. So, oh, go ahead. Sorry, Erin. I'm Erin. I'm a third year pre-med major, and I'm the philanthropy chair. And we also have Sadia, but she wasn't able to be here for this info session. She's our sisterhood chair. So I made a little presentation for you guys. We're just gonna talk about our sorority a little bit, tell you about our philanthropies, some of the sisterhood events that we do, how we're involved on campus. Okay, share screen. All right, can you guys see this? Hello?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful, okay. So we're Theta Phi Alpha. So like I said, Sadia isn't here. She's our sisterhood chair. I'm going to talk about some of the things that we do for sisterhood events, and if I miss anything and you guys want to add it, please do that. So as you can see on screen, we have a lot of sisterhood events. We've done ice skating. We've gone to Dorney Park, Haunt. You guys have gone to Lynn Villa. What else have we done? We've also done some beach days where all the sisters get together and, go down the shore and just spend time together during the summer. Anybody else?
And we're also doing sisterhood dates this semester to kind of comply with the COVID restrictions. We'll be doing like small groups off campus, just kind of figuring out how to bond, even if it's on Zoom or phone call or whatever.
Anybody else want to add anything to sisterhood? No? Good?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So next we're going to talk a little bit about our philanthropies. I'm going to let you guys listen to Erin now, since she's our philanthropy chair.
So we have 3 major philanthropies that we raise money and donate to, but we also do other charities that like our sisters are interested in as well. So our 3 major ones are the house that Theta Phi Alpha built, and we improve the situations of homelessness in our area, like in Philadelphia. Typically, we provide aid to Enchanted Makeovers, Home for Troops, and Habitat for Humanities. Those are some of the ones that the house that Theta Phi Alpha built. And then we also do Camp Friendship, which is a camp in Northeast Michigan, and it's a camp for disadvantaged children. And then we also have Glen Mary Associates, and it serves the spiritual and material needs of those living in the rural Appalachia. But then we also cater to our sisters' needs. We do the suicide prevention walk. We're doing some for Morgan's Light, which is a teens and abusive relationships charity. So we really try to cater to all of our sisters' interests.
So like Erin was saying, we try to cater to what our sisters are interested in. We also do a lot on campus. We make like peanut butter and jellies, and then we make blessing bags. And I know you guys did the suicide prevention walk. And we also have Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week, where we usually but put little facts like into the ground all around campus, main campus. Did you guys want to add anything to that?
Yeah, we volunteer at a lot of organizations in Philadelphia that center around like hunger and homelessness. So like we've volunteered at the Manna Food Kitchen, and a lot of the products like the sandwiches and the blessing bags that you mentioned, we go out in Philly and like hand them out to the homeless population, which is usually a really nice event that we do every semester. If anyone else wants to add anything.
Good. Okay. And then also we're really big on family and being close to one another. We try to build a very strong bond, and I think that you guys will be able to see that through our like recruitment sessions. And I know that you guys can't see us on campus, but when we are on campus, our on-campus events. And then Kristen, did you want to talk?
Yes, so something that always comes up is the dues that you have to pay to be involved in the sorority. So the dues are never an overbearing number. They do fluctuate each semester, but we have the option of payment plans, and as long as communication is open, I'm pretty understanding of situations that go on. And if there's ever a situation that you're having a financial crisis, like just as long as it's communicated, you usually will be fine and we'll get through it somewhere or another.
Okay. I think that's it then. Did you guys have any questions?
Cody, are viewers able to like put questions in the chat box?
They are. I've been monitoring. We haven't got any questions so far.
I just want to add real quick on the dues. Everything that you do pay for the sorority is you're going to get an output from it. Like we use the dues to pay for our events that we hold and for us to have fun things. And usually the budget covers most of the events, like tickets that we need. So it's never really an additional out of pocket. What you're paying, you're getting back.
Yeah, so like we've done like Did you guys go to Sky Zone? Is that what that was, or Free Fall?
Yeah, Sky Zone.
That we also went to like a Phillies game before. We try to do a lot on and off campus together.
Yeah, I wanted to add that we really recommend that you like consider Greek life in general, just because like we've had a really great experience. Like all of us can say that we've found like a family and like, you know, a best friend group through Greek life. And just that, you know, for us, like we value Theta Phi Alpha, we value like loyalty, you know, truth and justice for our sisters. And so I just want to throw it out there that, you know, if that's something that you're looking for, like that group that you can belong to, like you would find that with us.
And I just want to add, I know it might be a little intimidating to ask us questions now, and you may also be unsure of what questions you have. But if you see any of us on Instagram, you know, with our letters in our bio, or if you see us on campus, like you can feel free to ask us questions. And if we don't know the exact answer, we will find it out for you.
Yes, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram. We have our, you know, organization Instagram, Jefferson Theta Phi Alpha. But as Lex said, you know, please don't be afraid to DM any of us. We're happy to answer any questions you have. And we really hope to see you at recruitment this fall or in the spring.
And a lot more information will be sent out about that, right? All right. So thank you all so much again for coming. If you have any parting words for the good of the cause.
Thanks so much, Cody. This was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good luck.
Bye.
Thank you. All right. So coming in now, we have our Global Medical Brigades group. All right, how we all doing? Doing well? All right, so this time is yours, so go ahead and take it away.
Ryan, do you want to start sharing your screen?
I think.
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. All right. All right. Cool. So welcome everyone. We are the Jefferson chapter of Global Medical Brigades. And I guess we'll just go over our board first. Or
So
never mind.
we're gonna. Oh, sorry. So first, I want to talk about our mission. So our mission is to empower communities in developing countries to create a long-term sustainable medical infrastructure. And how do we accomplish this mission? We partake in a week-long medical mission brigade to a country in need. This year it will be to Honduras. During the week, we run a free medical clinic alongside local healthcare professionals, providing an array of healthcare specialties to members of our chosen community.
Oh, sorry. Really sorry, I had to close the thing out. So I was hearing it like 3 times. I was watching the stream too. All right, you all good with that one? I'm sorry, I really wasn't.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I apologize for that. All of us on the Zoom call are part of the executive board. One of the co-presidents, my name is Logan. Run it with my other co-president, Ryan. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Jessica, and I'm the vice president.
I'm Mackenzie. I'm the fundraising and social media chair. Shelby is our supplies coordinator, but she is tutoring someone right now, so she couldn't join us.
And I'm Jared. I'm the campus chairperson for the club.
And along with us, we have two faculty advisors with us, if you know Professor Laura Richland or Lena Byrne-Dugan. They're both incredibly helpful, and they're always here for us. So you'll meet them, hopefully.
So next, a lot of people probably are wondering, do I qualify to go on a brigade with my major? The simple answer is literally anyone can partake and go on a brigade with us. GMB is best suited for those pursuing a career in healthcare. So any health science related majors, pre-med, pre-PA, nursing, mostly because we do a lot of hands-on stuff when we're on site in Honduras, and you learn a lot. But like I said, literally anyone is able to join. You just have to have an open mind and a vision to do good.
So a couple of reasons to join. You got the personal things. Basically, it's hugely life-changing. There's no real better way to get a better perspective on like global medicine, different cultures, and especially at such a young age, you're able to travel the world and have experiences that you can't get through like that class experience or like through a textbook. And just to big a hook, you got like the academic advantages. This counts as 40 direct patient contact hours, like if you're in health sciences or PA. And if you're a pre-med, you have like the preceptorship opportunity. You show up to the Honduras site, you have a little logbook, you do like an extra little assignment, and you coordinate that with one of the faculty advisors. And that counts as 3 credit hours. So of course, it's also a great experience to discuss on a resume. It looks great. And you get a direct opportunity to work with healthcare professionals around the world. So knowledge is the key to your education and your future success. My bad.
So we do have 2 major brigade opportunities for this upcoming school year. The first one we're going to talk about more in our meeting on Thursday, which we'll give you the details on in a little bit. The brigade is scheduled to be in Honduras from May 23rd to May 29th, 2021. And a lot of people are going to be wondering, how much is this going to cost me? So typically we find that the brigades fall between $1,500 and $2,100. However, this cost can be greatly reduced with all the fundraising opportunities we have throughout the fall and spring semester. So we're going to have lots of opportunities for that. I know when we went our freshman year, there were people, including myself, who basically almost fundraised our entire brigade. So it seems like a lot, but it's really not. And we also have a new opportunity. It's called a tele-brigade. This is a virtual brigade in which our club is assigned a community just as we would in a physical brigade. And then over the course of 9 sessions, which we'll do together as a group, so we'll figure out the best times that fit for everyone. Local doctors on site in Honduras will run a medical clinic for about a week to 9 days, and we're able to observe and learn from them via video chat. So this is a great, affordable opportunity for people who don't want to go on a physical brigade come May, and this will be 9 sessions between November 1st, and it will end before Thanksgiving break. And depending on how many people we get, it will cost between $195 and $295. The more people that we have, the less it costs, and that's actually the same for our physical brigade too.
All right, so if you're wanting more info, I mean, you can definitely ask questions in the chat. That'll get relayed to us, and we'll try to answer it the best we can in the next few minutes. But we're also hosting a Zoom meeting on this Thursday, the September 10th, 7 p.m. If you're interested, we're going to have our contact info here in a later slide. Please reach out. We'll send you a link, and we'll have a session that night. It'll run however long it needs to be and get everything that you need answered.
And also, we're going to make sure that, I know some people were worried about it, interfering with bingo, the virtual bingo at 8 o'clock. So we are going to try and squeeze it all into an hour, answer all your questions, and make sure that whoever wants to do the virtual bingo will be able to do that.
Yeah, so the link will be posted on our Instagram, which is Jefferson_GMB.
the easiest way to get in contact with us is right here. But we also, on the actual Instagram, we have a link in our bio for a interest form if you're interested in either the telebrigade or the actual brigade in May.
I think that's pretty much it. Definitely follow our Instagram, and like Mackenzie said, fill out the interest form and we'll add you to our contact list so that we can send you the link for Thursday at 7.
All right, thank you all so much. So we just got a question. Someone asked, will the Zoom meeting be recorded just in case someone can't make it? Like that first meeting that you all are having.
I mean, I think if it's possible, that would be great. Maybe we can post it as like I know you can do like Instagram live videos, or like the we could like always live stream it and then save it to our Instagram. Like we can figure out something for sure for people who can't make it.
And we always have emails that go out at the end of our meeting. So as long as they fill out that interest form, they'll kind of get like a recap or a summary of it.
Oh, great. All right. So it looks like that's about our time. Thank you all so much again for coming and joining us. If anyone has any parting words.
No, I just hope to see you on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all so much again.
Thank
you.
Have a good day. Take
Bye.
care. Ooh. All right, so next up, we have our Asian Students Association. You're joining us in a moment. Hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
All right, so I'm just going to share my screen, right?
Yeah, so the time is yours, so take.
Thank you. All right. 1 second. Oops, wrong button. Present. All right, everyone. Hello, my name is Caitlin Hong. I am the president of ASA. Do any of you guys want to introduce yourselves?
My name's Caitlin. I'm our co-VP.
Preston, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Preston. I'm the event coordinator.
Will?
Hello, my name is Will. I'm the treasurer of ASA. I deal with the money, and I'm a junior and a pre-med major.
All right. So as you can see, ASA has a huge board team, and we're here to support you whenever you need to talk to us about being concerned about education, about what's going on. So if you have any questions, any recommendations, feel free to reach out to us, and we're here for you. So you may be wondering, what is ASA? Well, we provide a safe space for all students. We want to create family bonds between each member and feel like you're at home. You know, it can be hard when you go to another state or another city and you just want to find people that you need to connect with or speak with or share similar experience with you. So ASA provides that environment for students to come together and share those experiences. We're also a very social club, so I'll talk a little bit more about how the pandemic will affect us, but usually we'll come together and we'll discuss topics, we will play games, we would interact with each other. Now we could do so virtually. And a great thing about ASA is a great platform to raise awareness and diversity about on campus, off campus. And essentially our mission statement is that we're a socially driven ethnic organization that aims to establish an inclusive community to develop lifelong bonds. And we bring students together, various backgrounds together, promote cultural diversity, and educate members on issues that they face in these cultures. So here's a little pictures that we took along the way. All right, so just to go over some past events, so what you can expect maybe after COVID is over, hopefully. So we've gone out to see movies together. For example, we went to see Crazy Rich Asians. We also hosted movies on campus. So We had a really great discussion about how mental illness affects the Asian community. So if you're interested in talking about the stigmas that Asians face about mental illness, this was a great environment to talk about it. In addition, we also pushed for a homework class called the Asian American Studies. So we wanted to make sure that all voices of students were heard. So not only did this allow for Asian American studies to be created, also led to Muslim studies and LGBTQ studies. So our initiative led to a lot of changes on campus. So if you're interested in making changes, ASA is a great way to do so as well. So we also hosted a little spring banquet with a lot of our seniors who were leaving in the spring of 2018. Fortunately, we weren't able to do so this past spring. Unfortunately, COVID happened. So once things are together, if you join our club, you might be able to see our seniors who created ASA and just experience what it's like to be together, and hopefully we'll meet by then. We also had a barbecue. I don't know if one of you guys want to discuss a little bit more about how the BBQ went since I wasn't there, but if Preston or Caitlin, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so we had a lot of schools in the Philly area come together. We each contributed a couple dishes, and so we had a huge feast, and then afterwards we had a bunch of mini games led by leaders from each school, right, Preston? We blasted music. It was just a really good bonding experience too.
Yeah, so it's a great place to get to know each other. We have done a lot of collaborations with other ASA groups out of campus. Of course, because of COVID, we may not be able to meet each other in person, but that's besides the point. We can still have meetings and discussions and play games together virtually with those other clubs and reach out to them. So you can look forward to meeting other kids from maybe Temple or whatnot virtually. We also celebrated the Lunar's New Year and had a karaoke night. I believe we had a karaoke night with collaboration with one of the other ASA groups outside of campus, and we also did ice skating. And now this may all sound really fun and interesting, but since we have a lot of regulations that ASA must abide to, along with other clubs, we're hoping to host maybe virtual roundhouse tables where we'll discuss important topics and issues, maybe in collaboration with other clubs on campus who will be interested in providing their input and insight, talk about intersectionality and all that jazz. We also are interested in virtually hosting movie nights and game nights. So if you want to hop onto Discord or hop onto Zoom, we can host one of those things and just get time to see what we're into watching and see what we're into playing, and get a vibe of how we get along together. We also might do some virtual activity sessions, so that could involve crafting or cooking or whatnot. So I do understand that some students on campus may not have access to kitchens or may not have access to crafting supplies. So we'll find a way around that and make sure that everyone can stay involved and connected. And just so you know, we tend to meet at least twice a month on Thursdays around 12:30 break period. So we'll share out Zoom links and whatnot so that you guys can can join us whenever those happen. And we hope to see you soon. During these events, during these club meetings, we tend to talk about current events, mental health, and Asian stereotypes and stigma. We enjoy Asian music and media together. We discuss and experience about Asian food and Asian fashion, and just celebrate various Asian holidays and traditions while discussing the different subgroups and categories in our community. And just know that college is a time to try new things and discover yourself, whether it is becoming more in tune with your identity and or educating yourself to become more open-minded about other identities, experiences, and perspectives is a great platform to allow you to do so. And although this pandemic has greatly changed and affected how our clubs will operate this semester, along with everything else, we really hope to ensure a safe environment that will allow everyone to stay connected and involved in the club under the school's guideline. We'll host those virtual meetings. We'll let you guys know when those are happening. And we want to make sure that we are virtually bonding with each other and make sure that even though we may not be in person, we still get to know each other, still have that family dynamic, because that's very important, especially in this new stressful environment. So just so you know, If you want to find out what ASA is doing and keep in touch with things, our Instagram is at asa.jef, so you can follow us there. And if you have any questions or concerns or any ideas, please email us at the email right here, asa.tjuef@gmail.com, and we will reply to you shortly. And just know that we are here for you, that you're not going to do this alone. And if you ever feel like, I don't feel safe, or I don't feel comfortable, or I'm worried, or I'm stressed, or maybe you want to share a good experience, you're more than happy to lend an ear. We have a group me and a Discord that you can more than welcome to join. Once you fill out a form, that's right over here, the short URL right there, you'll be able to gain access to the GroupMe and Discord servers, and that'll allow you to share memes or experiences or just post fun stuff, and maybe talk about professors or whatnot. And yeah, it's just a great platform for you guys to share and enjoy. And just know that our club may be ethnic specific, but we aren't ethnic exclusive. So if you're interested in learning about another culture, being an ally, or learning about culture appreciation, everyone's more than welcome to join regardless of your background. So yeah, I don't know if one of you guys want to share your experiences of how like ASA has helped you in any way, or like gotten you readings or found like friends through this place.
I think
Yeah,
ASA was just a really great place to just share what you're going through with other people. College is definitely hard, and it's really nice to know that you have a place that people understand and will be able to reciprocate what they're feeling to you, and that way it just feels like home. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Lexi, do you want to share some of your experiences?
Sure. Going off of what Will said, I also consider ASA my home. Specifically, my ASA is my home away from home. Since I am an out-of-state student, coming to Philly was a very new and daunting experience for me, but having ASA there as a support really helped me throughout my first 2 years of college, and just I got to learn so much with like a community. I was always able to rely on someone, and through our group activities and our outings, I was able to really explore Philly, which is really great.
All right, Cody, if you want to take the floor.
Yeah, so thank you all so much again. I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to join us. I shared the link in the chat, so please reach out to them with some interest just to see. Look like you all have a lot of things planned already for the semester, especially in this time of uncertainty, so that's really great to see. And yeah, that looks about our time, so if you all have any parting words, good for the cause.
Good luck out there, you guys. If you join, we look forward to seeing you both virtually and in person once things get better. So stay strong. We're here for you.
All right, great. Thank you all so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right. So next up, we have our brag group, Black Action Retail.
Hi.
Hey, how are we doing?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay.
All right, so this time is yours. So if you all want to take it away.
I looked up. Okay. Hi, guys. My name is Quatia, and I am the brag president. And we have Tiana.
Hi guys, I'm Tiana. I'm a part of Bragg and I am the social media coordinator.
And it looks like we have Destiny on here too.
Hi, I'm Destiny. I'm a sophomore fashion merchandising manager and I am the events coordinator for Bragg.
Okay, so I'm just gonna share our presentation. I don't know if we're... Okay, So BRAG stands for the Black Retail Action Group, and we're a nonprofit organization that prepares and educates professionals, entrepreneurs, and students of color for executive leadership in retail, fashion, and related industries. We were founded in the 1970s, and there are 8 college chapters nationwide, including Jefferson. So we do collaborations with these chapters as well, most likely with FIT and LIM, since we are closest to them. These are our leaders. Nicole Coakley Dunlap and Sean R. Outler. They're the co-presidents of BRAG, so the entire organizations over every chapter. They're usually at the galas. They put them together. So if you guys were ever to go in the future, because they won't have one this year, you're more than likely see them. This was the BRAG Gala from last year. So we had a few photos with Dapper Dan, Miss J. Alexander from America's Next Top Model. And there were other like industry professionals that were actually honored with awards. I can't remember their name. As you can see, Tiana's in one of the pictures. I don't know, do you remember some of the other names?
They had like Young Paris. He's an artist. They had different brand companies as well, like Diplomatic. They were there. It was a lot of different brands. I could say it's better if you actually go on our page or the BRAG page itself overall to get more in depth about it. But there's different departments and different industries within BRAG itself, so it's not just mainly fashion. That's what I could say overall from the experience when I went.
Thank you. Okay, so BRAG, our initiatives are mainly the internship, the gala, and the scholarship. So BRAG hosts a gala every year in New York City. It's usually in October. As you can see in the bottom right corner, that was the invitation from last year. And the scholarship is usually open in September and it kind of closes in October, I believe. But they don't think they'll have the scholarship this year just because the students are usually honored at the gala. And since they won't have the gala because of the pandemic, they might not have the scholarship. I'm still talking to our chapter advisor about it. But they do have the BRAG internship, which is for next summer. So summer of 2021, that actually just opened and it closes in December. So you're able to apply for it from now until December. And you can check our page as well, and we'll send information in the email for members and new members because anyone's able to apply for it. And it's really good. They give really good internships. I know some of them are with Macy's, Burlington, Tory Burch. Those are the ones off the top of my head, but they have plenty more. And the top left picture is from past internship students that were able to do it. So what does BRAG do? We usually have guest speakers. We do career and interview tips. We do fundraisers, community service, social events, professional events. We sometimes do New York trips. We wasn't able to do one last year, and due to the pandemic as well, we probably won't be able to do one this year, but this is usually what BRAG does. So we'll still have guest speakers. We'll have networking events, and just so you guys can connect and really get tips on the industry. We actually have Shawan Johnson. She's the Vice President of Merchandising and Design at Tommy Hilfiger. She is an African-American woman in a high position. So we will have her on September 10th. That's actually with the Fashion Merchandising Department, but we're collaborating with them. So we'll send out more information about that. And they'll actually be in our email and our page. Just checking the time. And here's our contact information. So for any freshmen, sophomore, any upperclassmen who want to join, you can email us at this email, brag@phillyu.edu. And you can just put in find interested, and we'll just add you onto the new emailing list if you aren't already on it, as well as following our Instagram page for all our updates. And that's where you can keep up with us the most. Did I miss anything, Tiana or Destiny?
No, you pretty much got everything.
Do you guys want to say anything?
No, I think I'm good. I'm trying to think, what else can I say? You pretty much covered everything for like Bragg overall.
Oh, that 10 minutes went by fast. I hope I got through everything. This was just a gist of like what Bragg is. We have like a longer presentation or just more in depth of introducing ourselves and who we are and what we really want to bring for this semester. So if you just email us at this email address, we'll give you more information on our first meeting and the events to come up.
All right. You all did a really good job covering everything. And it's good to see you all have some events and things in works already with everything being so virtual and distant right now. But yeah, thank you all so much for taking some time out of your day and joining us. If you have any parting words that are good for the cause.
Join. It is one of the few minority, I guess, or Black organizations on campus. So we need as much participation as possible. And it's not just limited to fashion students, it's actually limited to, well, not limited, but we also take business students as well because we're mixing fashion and business. And just anyone who's interested in fashion. You don't really have to be in the major just to be interested in it. So we hope to see you guys and email us for your interest.
All right. Thank you all so much again.
Thank you.
All right. So take care. Enjoy your day.
You too. Okay, Cody, how do I get out of here?
You just stop sharing screen.
I'll stop video. Okay, no, that's my video.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Sorry, I'm new to this. Did you get it?
I think so.
I'm just gonna leave.
All right. Can you all see me, hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think either of your videos are turned on. There we go. Hello. Okay, so the time is yours, so go ahead and take it away.
All right. Am I able to share like the screen?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Can you see, Jessica, can you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I can see it.
Cool. So we are Rhythm and Motion Dance Company. So we're like one of the dance companies on campus. So like what is Ram Dance? So basically it's like a normal dance class. We'll like learn routines. Usually we have a spring show and then we'll do stuff for Ram Madness. We're probably changing it up a little bit this year. But so usually we'll just get together and we'll have a few choreographers. And if you're ever interested in like choreographing anything, my contact information's at the end. So we'll be able, just email me if you are interested in like teaching a class. So as you can see, this is like one of our pictures from Ram Madness. I don't believe we're doing it this year, unfortunately, just because of everything that's going on. But basically, Ram Dance is just like a typical dance class. We'll learn new things. We'll usually like ask for input about everybody to see like what they want to do. So usually we'll do like songs, like what type of songs everyone wants to do, like
different styles of dance. Usually we'll like try to figure out who wants to do what style of dance and like levels of style of dances that everybody wants to do. Jess, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, we basically function like a normal dance studio. As long as there is interest, we'll do pretty much every style. Tap, jazz, theater, hip hop. We do heels, which is really fun. We've done hula in the past, all different things. And all the classes are just spread out during the week usually. And then you would just come to whichever ones you are interested in. And if you're interested in helping out with choreography, you can do that. And then at the end of the year, we do some sort of show. So we're just learning, doing choreography, kind of working through like a normal dance studio would throughout the year.
Alrighty, so then like how it's gonna look this year. So we'll probably do like more Zoom meetings. We're trying to figure out if we could do anything in person, but probably not like this semester. Hopefully next semester we'll be able to do like a few more things in person. But right now probably just a bunch of Zoom like calls. I'll probably get everybody's information to figure out like what days work best for everybody. But usually like in the past few years, we've done Tuesday, Thursday nights, and then Sunday like afternoons. So with Zoom, it'll probably only be like 40-minute classes. I'm thinking that that's probably what we're gonna do this year and just have as many people who wanna join the call can. We're trying to figure out who will be choreographing and how that will like look this year. We're still trying to figure a few things out about like choreographing and stuff, but as I said before, it's just gonna look like a typical dance class where we'll probably be learning like basics of different like genres of dances and maybe if like a choreographer wants to like teach like a routine just in case if we are able to do our spring show like in the spring. Usually it's like closer to the end of the semester, so that's kind of how it's going to look this year, and we're hoping at least have like maybe 20 people per class so that it like goes by like good and we have enough people that like are interested in doing it. We're hoping that like this will go as smoothly as possible. We're seeing if we are able to do team bonding. If we do, it probably will only be like 10 people at most. Last year during this time, we did do like a big Zoom call. So maybe during that, we can have like a huge just, dance class that everybody can just be in. So you're not just like only with like a certain people, you don't know everybody on the dance team. And do you want to say anything else about how
the other thing is we on our team, we cater to literally all levels of dance experience. So if you've never danced before and you're totally intrigued, cool, join us. If you've been dancing for 15 years like me, cool, join us. Like we will accommodate everyone. We love teaching people new skills and having people who know more help out, which is really great. And then as far as Zoom calls go, I know I don't have a lot of space where I'm living, and some of you guys might not also. But I mean, I have some background in yoga and just like different type of stretching and stuff. So no matter what, we're going to try to do something as far as dance goes. We can cater to the amount of space everyone has, but hopefully we'll be able to figure out something no matter what.
Yeah, and we're like, as you said, I'll probably, if you're interested, I'll probably just send out like a questionnaire saying like, what dances are you interested? If you're interested, maybe like doing a flexibility classes, like Jess said, like since we aren't able, if you don't have enough room, like where you're living, to be able to do like the full on dance like we usually do. But we're hoping that we're still able to do some of the stuff that we did last year. It's just a little hard because we usually use the aerobics room. So that's like a big space for us to learn.
It's beautiful. One day we'll be back there.
Yeah. So we're hoping that we're able to do, that again and really be able to like interact with each other and stuff like that. But if you have any questions for me, just refill the email, like either me or Jess. And as she said, all levels are accepted. I've been dancing only for probably like 3 years. So like since my sophomore year of college, and like
it's still great. Like I still dance besides Jessica and like other people who've been dancing for 15 years. So don't
Yeah,
like
we got a lot of people with backgrounds in cheer, gymnastics, or literally nothing, track. Like everyone, it comes from everywhere.
So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. So this is my contact information. It's kiani.mahoney@jefferson.edu. And then Jessica is jessica.kip@jefferson.edu. So I am like one of the co-presidents this year, and then Jessica is our vice president. So if you have any questions just about like what dance is going to look like, how it's going to run this year, you can really just email us. And if maybe you want to only come to like a few dance classes, it's no big deal. Come to as many as you want. It's really just a time to really let loose. You know, college is stressful. So I know like dance helped me. Like this is like the one thing that I do when I'm stressed out. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to either email me or Jess. We both really know what's going on this year. We're still trying to figure a little bit of things out, but also if you are like interested in like maybe running a class.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to your input. I also, if I think people are watching this live on the YouTube, I put the link to our performance for Man Madness last year in the YouTube chat if you want to take a look. For Ram Madness, we do more of like hip hop with a little bit of jazz because it's a performance that we do for the basketball team. Hopefully, maybe next year we'll be able to do it. And then we do other styles in the spring.
So yeah, that's really all we have. So if you have any questions, just email me or Jess.
Jess, if you could send that link to me here, because I don't think anyone but me can post links on this chat. So I could just post that for you as well. Perfect. I'll get that on there. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I really appreciate you all taking some time out of your day to spend with us. And yeah, if you have any parting words that are good for the cause.
Stay safe, wear a mask.
I like it. All right. Thank you all so much. Take care. Hello, hello.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Doing well. It's good to see you all. So we have Fame here with us. So the time is yours if you all just want to take it away.
So pretty much, I guess we'll start with introducing ourselves. But my name is Emily, and we'll explain in a little bit what Fame is. But my name, as I said, my name is Emily. I am a senior and I am a co-president. So
My name is Bree. I'm also a senior and the other co-president and also an editor.
My name is Grace. I'm the VP of Fame. I'm also a senior and I'm also an editor.
Hi, I'm Eliana. I'm a sophomore and I'm the social media coordinator of Fame.
I'm Olivia. I'm a junior and I'm the treasurer of Fame.
I'm Gab. I'm a sophomore and I'm the vice president of fundraising for Fame.
And I'm Caitlin. I am also a sophomore and I am in the secretary position for Fame.
So now we're going to do a little PowerPoint presentation. So I am going to share my screen with you guys. So pretty much welcome to Fame. The Fame stands for Fashion and Merchandising Experience.
Right, and then I'm just going to talk a little bit about who can join Fame. So any students on the East Falls campus, all majors included, are welcome to join. Our club is for students who want to learn more about the fashion industry and also students who are passionate about writing or fashion. So if you have any interest in that, no matter what major you are, you're allowed to join.
So I'm going to talk about why you should join FAME. So it's a really great opportunity to learn about the fashion industry. We have speaker events, networking with other students, so you can meet a lot of other people who are interested in the same interests as you. And we are also working on a completely student-run magazine, so it's really fun to write your own articles and get involved. You can also put this on your resume. It's really good like experience. So for anyone who's in fashion merchandising, fashion design, textile, graphic design, it's good for all of you guys. And it also allows firsthand experience and career building not found in other clubs. And then we have a very low commitment, so we have like 2 meetings a month. You guys will get updated with any events or like by email. We're really good about that. And we have we have like the board meets like once a week for anyone running in the magazine. You guys can come too. And then we also have meetings to write, edit, and all that stuff. So you sound like you're just like doing it on your own. We're here to help you too.
So I'm going to talk about the panels. This year we're planning on having a couple of different types of panels. A panel is an opportunity for students to interact with other students, alumni, professionals, etc. And you learn about what it takes to prepare for a specific class or career, or what it takes to be successful in the world of work in general. Some ideas that we had are bringing back some alumni to talk to us, where they can tell us all about their life after graduating, tell us about their career and what they do, and also give us some career advice for the future. Another idea we had was having an upperclassmen panel, like we had one last year too. And they can give us some resume advice on getting internships, and they can answer any of our questions that we have about future classes and projects. If anyone has any specific businesses or people in mind that they want to hear more from, you guys can let us know and we can try our best to get them to come talk to us.
Now, the next thing that we're actually starting this year, it's a speaker series. So pretty much what that is going to incorporate is we're going to have different professionals from mainly the fashion industry, but we do want to have a lot of different types of people come and speak to everybody involved in the club. And they're just going to kind of tell them about their career and how they got there. So we were looking to have about 6 speakers this semester, and that's something that's currently in the works. So that's something to get really excited about. I'm super excited, and I know all of us are, for having new people come and speak to us and really tell us their experiences in the real world.
Okay, so probably one of our biggest accomplishments as a club on campus is that we were able to create and launch our own magazine. All of the writers are board and or club members, general club members. So anybody can write for this magazine. Doesn't matter, again, what major you are or what your interests are. It doesn't even have to be fashion related. We are super welcoming to any kind of article out there. If you really enjoy exercise classes or yoga classes or something like that, like you could write an article about that. It can literally be anything. Thankfully, we were able to come up with a physical magazine for our first launch. It looked like this. It was a really big deal for us. It was a lot of work and it was really awesome. However, due to COVID, of course, we had to kind of put the physical magazine to a halt temporarily. So instead, we've been doing a blog system rather than a physical paper magazine, just to keep everybody safe. So if you go to our Instagram, actually in the bio, there's a link that'll take you to our blog website where you can access all of the magazine articles that our club members have written from spring semester. And every single, between fall and spring semester, we'll have one magazine put out in this blog post, of course. But yeah, it's a really great opportunity. You can definitely put it on your resume, and it's just a great opportunity to collaborate with other people, which we highly encourage here. So yeah.
So then one of the really cool things too that we get to do for Fame is we take a lot of trips. And so one of the places we go to is New York City. And we actually went there last fall, and we were able to tour some showrooms and meet with companies, and which was really cool. So we went to Lively and we got to talk with the founder and ask her some questions. And then we went to Stories, which is in Macy's, and we toured Glossier. So it's really fun, and there's new places every time that we get a visit.
So we're hoping that by this point in our presentation, you're asking yourself, oh my God, how can I join this club? So if you do want to join Fame, which I think is a great opportunity, please just email us at famejefferson@gmail.com, or you can also DM us through our Instagram. It is @famejefferson. Either way works for us, and we're going to be compiling a spreadsheet, and from there, we'll be able to email you. So in that spreadsheet, we are going to ask whether or not you are interested in writing for the magazine. So of course, to be a part of Fame and to have access to the panels and to anything else, you do not need to write for the magazine. So you can just be a general member and attend all the events, or you can also write for the magazine. So it's totally up to you.
So yeah, thank you guys so much. We were going to ask if anyone has questions, but we don't really have access to seeing that. So if anybody does have any questions, you can definitely either DM us or email us the questions. Also, if you're involved, that's our best way to contact us. We all have access to the email. So someone will definitely get back to you. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we hope to hear from you guys soon. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So now coming in, we have our Crosswalk Fellowship folks. Hello. So good to see you all.
Good to see you too.
All right. So this time is yours. So you can go ahead and take it away.
All right. So good to see everyone, anyone who's checking in from YouTube. We're just going to take some time to introduce ourselves first. So my name is Ria. I am a senior in the PA program, and I am one of the student leaders of Crosswalk Fellowship.
Hi, my name is Yebin. I am the other student leader at Crosswalk, and I am also a senior in the PA program.
Maddie? Oh, you're on mute.
Hi, my name is Maddie. I'm a junior, third-year student in the 5-year PA program, and I am just a member of Crosswalk.
Hi, my name is Alma, and I'm a senior in the health sciences major, pre-PA track, and I'm also just a fellow member of Crosswalk.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a second-year pre-med major, and I am also a member.
All right, so just a little bit about Crosswalk first.
So Crosswalk is a Christian college fellowship on campus, and our purpose is to explore the gospel of Christ together as a community.
And so for many, college is your first time away from home, and it's really a place where you can start developing your own thoughts and opinions about yourself, your beliefs, and your faith.
This is why Crosswalk is open to anyone, whether you identify as a believer or a non-believer, or if you simply just have questions about the faith.
And something special about Crosswalk is that we are actually an inter-campus fellowship, with our two main colleges being at Jefferson and Temple University. But we also have students from Drexel, UPenn, U Sciences, and Haverford.
So this year we meet regularly in community groups on Wednesday evenings. It's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Virtually through Zoom. Occasionally we'll meet with the rest of the group at Temple, but for the most part we are meeting as a Jefferson campus. And so the kind of format for what CG is going to look like this year, we are going to be going through specific content each night. And they're all going to be revolved around questions that we're asking all of our members to kind of post in this online forum. And
yeah, and so just in general, I mean, we're a group that really loves to gather. And some of the events that we've done in the past have been things like retreats, lock-ins, and even on a smaller level, we would always study together, grab meals. And of course, with COVID and the current situation, this is going to look really different. But we really can't wait for the day where we're all able to gather together again and meet everyone in person.
so many of us also attend church service on Sundays together at Metro Church, which is a church right here in East Falls. With the current situation, however, we are having services online through a live stream. So if anyone was looking for a church to plug into nearby, we would love to introduce you to Metro.
And actually, we also have a Zoom fellowship that happens after service where we gather together with a lot of members of Crosswalk, some from Temple and other colleges, where we're just able to kind of check in and see how everyone's been doing at the start of the week.
So one of our main values at Crosswalk is to be a gospel-centered community. And this means not only are we growing with each other in terms of life experiences and getting to know one another as friends, but also growing with each other in terms of faith and developing a more personal relationship with God.
Yeah, and so we have a few members here who have been part of Crosswalk Fellowship for many numbers of years. And we asked them a question before we started this meeting, and we just wanted them to share some of their personal experiences. So the question that we asked everyone was, what drew you to Crosswalk, and how has Crosswalk impacted your college career thus far? So Maddie, if you'd like to start.
Yeah, so I first met the people of Crosswalk through Metro, my first year of college, and I just remember like wondering, I was like trying out different churches, and when I saw like Metro and like Crosswalk people, I just remember thinking and like wondering how like they had so much love for each other and for God, and what kind of love it was that they had, that they're so able to like care for each other so genuinely and selflessly. And I just really wanted to be a part of that and like experience that with them. And ever since, I do experience that every week, every day. Honestly, they always really pursue me to like or challenge me to pursue God more and more. And they always draw me back to Jesus whenever I feel kind of dry or like low in the midst of studying and college and stuff like that. And they're like such a strong foundation of my life at Jefferson. Coming from out of state, it was like really hard to like adjust and feel at home. And every week I'm like so energized by them. And yeah, I just love spending time with them, making memories with them, and even just like learning more about God and serving the communities around East Falls with them. And yeah, they really challenged me to be better.
So for me, so I actually attended like a different university during my freshman year of college. So I had to transfer to Jefferson, and back at my other university, I feel like I tried to find a different fellowship, but it was hard to find one where I really like fit in and felt comfortable with people. And then when I came to Jefferson, I was really thankful that I found Crosswalk, because I could really feel the warmth and the friendliness of the people in that community. And I was also a shy person, so it was nice to be able to open up more and feel more comfortable with these people that I just met for the first time at the time. And over the years, I've grown a lot more as a person and become more joyful, just spending time with others and being more a part of this gospel community. And I think that it's really comfortable for anyone who first comes in. So just don't be afraid to like put yourself into a new community, because there's a lot of love that Crosswalk has to show. And I know that as we continue to bring more people in, it'll be like a new opportunity and a lot of love to share with one another.
I personally, I know my brother previously was attending or was part of the church community that Crosswalk was a part of, even though he's on a different campus. And for me personally, community was what drew me to Crosswalk. Coming to college, I didn't know what to expect, and it was the first time I was starting a kind of new chapter of my life alone. So my faith also at that time was very still. It didn't have a lot of growth, and I was definitely lost in many ways. But discovering Crosswalk and the people there, many of them welcomed me with warm and open arms, and I realized that many of them were struggling with a lot of the things that I was with my faith and journey of coming to know Christ more. So with this group, I was able to, and still am able to, break down the gospel on a deeper level and strive to grow in my walk with Christ. And yeah, I'm continually grateful as these people have stuck by my side and continue to walk with me through all the mistakes and brokenness that I may bring, but also grow with each other in love and encouraging one another in our own separate journeys of faith.
So thank you to everyone who shared. It's always encouraging to hear from our members about the comfort and home that they found with us at Crosswalk. And so if this is something that you were looking for, there are a number of ways to get involved.
And so our first is our welcome night, which is being held this Friday, September 11th at 7 p.m. And it's going to be virtual through Zoom. And these are 2 links that you can use to register for welcome night. The first being a type form that will take you directly to the link. And then the second being one that just kind of explains more about our college fellowship. And we'd really love you to have you there just to meet new people, returning students, and just time of chilling, asking questions. Also, this is the link for our Sunday service live stream, which is for Metro. And it's a live stream that happens on Sunday. And a lot of us gather after as well. It's just metrophilly.org/live. And last but not least, if you had any questions, whether it's about Crosswalk, service, or just in general want more information or ask questions, you can contact myself or Yebin at the emails listed below. And we are so excited for this year, even though it's going to look different, and we really hope to see you soon.
All right, thank you all so much for all the information you shared. That was really fantastic. And it's so good just to see that you all have plans already in motion for this virtual environment that we're going to be living in for a little while. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you all again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, so our last group of the day is our Ramettes dance team. Hello.
Hi.
All right, so the time is yours, so you all can take it away.
All right. So we are the Ramettes dance team. We are one of the dance teams on campus. There are a few. So we mainly focus on hip hop and jazz. And you can find us performing at halftime, at basketball games. That's mostly what we do, but we also perform at Ram Madness and other school events. And I've created like a little PowerPoint to show kind of what we do, and there's some pictures in there, and it just is a little list of what who we are and about joining the team. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Okay. Are you guys able to see that? Okay. So what do? We, like I said, perform at halftime at basketball games and other big school events. Ram Madness is our biggest school event. It's really big. Everyone comes. We do one of our biggest dances for Ram Madness. And we also like to participate in competitions. Those are usually in the spring. They're usually at a local school, but we do participate in some competitions. And those are just some pictures from past year's Ram Madnesses. So about joining the team, we aren't recruiting for the fall semester due to COVID-19 restrictions, but we will be recruiting possibly for the spring semester and definitely for next year, depending on how things go. And for eligibility, any and all students can join or can try out. And as I said earlier, our styles of dance are mainly hip hop and jazz, but you don't have to have any prior dance experience to try out. And you can be in any grade. So by that, I mean you can be freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. There's no restrictions on what grade you have to be to try out. As for the time commitment, the practices that we have are usually Monday and Wednesday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday afternoons from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So it's pretty lenient, but that's usually the main time commitment. And then when we do have games, they're mostly on Saturday with the occasional weekday game. So if you're interested in joining the team and hearing more information, you can email me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Brittany and I'm one of the captains. But you can email me for more information and my email is on the screen. And then also if you want to hear more updates, you can follow our Instagram at Jefferson Ramettes for posts and videos of past dances and things like that. So I'll just open it up. Those are some more pictures for you to look at. I'll open it up if anyone from the Ramettes team that's here wants to say anything, or if we have any questions. That was pretty quick, but I'll stop sharing my screen. If anyone wants to add anything, feel free to, or if we're opening for questions. Okay, I'm not sure if there's any questions regarding the PowerPoint or anything like that.
I'm not seeing any questions coming in right now. I have a question. So since you all said like you won't really be able to do much this semester with all the restrictions, is there anything that anyone can do now, like to get involved with you all and kind of at least start that process this semester?
So definitely for people who want to get involved, it would be super helpful to first send me an email that you want to get involved. So I can just keep the emails and keep the names down for future references, and definitely follow the Instagram because we do post a lot on there about upcoming events and about kind of updates as we go along. So definitely those two things. We also might try to get in some workshops next semester. So that might be an idea that we're putting out there, but more updates on that would be on the Instagram for sure.
Great. And is it like a tryout process or is it just a join and you're on the team? Kind of how does that go?
So there is a tryout process. It is just one night long. It's not like a big thing, but all you have to do is just say that you want to try out and just come to the tryout date. And we usually teach a little bit of choreo, and then we ask the people who are trying out to kind of learn it and then do it. And that's kind of how we go with that. And then you're notified the same day about getting on the team.
And do you all, I mean, on the call, or at least most people on the team, do they come from dance backgrounds, or do we have anyone who's just kind of their first time dipping their toe in this?
I feel like we have a good mix of people who come from dance backgrounds and people who haven't danced at all. Like I said earlier, you don't have to have any prior dance experience to join, but we do have a lot of people who have danced as a child or still dance. For me, I only danced for 1 year in the past, so it's kind of varies with how much experience you can have.
I think that's the questions that I have.
I don't know if you guys on the call want to add like dance experience information, like how much dance experience you guys have.
Yeah, so I've been dancing since I was 3. I came from a studio where we competed a little bit. So I've been dancing my whole life. So I knew that I wanted to continue to dance in school. So for anyone interested, no matter what your dance background is, I would definitely recommend reaching out. Even though we aren't recruiting right now, we're doing right now, but we're definitely brainstorming of some ideas to do. So definitely reach out, definitely follow the Instagram to stay up to date with any information we have coming out.
Hi, I'm Jewel. I'm one of the captains, and I also have a similar kind of experience. I've been dancing since I was little, and I've been in competition for a lot of years too. And yeah, even if you don't have any dance experience, it's still such a fun time. Like, we're all really close on the team, and it's just nice to get to meet new people. Like, I've met people from different grades that like aren't in my majors, so I would never know them like otherwise. I just think it's really cool to get to know like different people outside your normal bubble, especially during like a time like this. So definitely reach out if you want to. And yeah.
So I'm not one of the captains, but I'm a fellow Ramette, and my name's Julia. And I've been dancing for about 6 years, like so pretty much just high school, but I only did like ballet and like kind of like classical dance. So like coming into like hip hop or jazz, like I didn't necessarily feel overwhelmed. Like it was definitely easy to kind of get into the choreography and practice. So if that's something you don't have experience with, like don't worry, I definitely think we can catch you up.
Yeah, for sure. And we also have like fun events throughout the year that are not really performances. We do Secret Santa during Christmas time. We've participated in the Chop Philly Spinning last year. We do a little bit of team bonding. We try to get that in every semester. So we do a few different things along with the dances.
All right, well, that is great. Thank you all so much for taking some time out of your day and joining us. So that is about the time. So if you all have any parting words or good for the cause.
Yeah, so if anyone is interested, please be sure to send me an email with your name, your year, and your email, which should be on there anyway. And then definitely follow the Instagram for more updates. But we look forward to anyone who reaches out and who wants to join.
All right, well, it's great. It's good to see you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, so that concludes our first day of the involvement fair. Hope you all got a lot of good information. And please refer to those links for tomorrow and Thursday's involvement fairs. We have a lot of new organizations, some kind of we'll be talking a little bit more. But yeah, thank you all so much, and get involved. Reach out to us if you have any questions. Take care.